It's like
I paid for
fucking
the product, I got the product. Honestly, I don't hate organized chaos. I think he's funny. I think he's malicious a lot of the time,
Well,
but he's
speaking
mostly
of,
just
we're
stupid and
actually
funny.
live. So I
I
should have mentioned it when
Oh,
you were
there you go.
talking. But it's
guy,
fine. We're not
guy,
fans of him over here.
yeah, guys. In short, Master Ficus found the plans to the fucking Death Star. That's what he did.
Am I okay? I think we're live though, which is good. I need to check my live stream real quick. Come on, redo, renew, renew.
One of these days, I should switch back to my original profile picture. But I did every time I visit my friend's house, I always find that frog plushie in like a different, mortified
This
position. So
yeah,
I
it is kind of funny because like I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? What is that, man?
original
You
profile
have an
picture,
actual
but I
plushie of yourself?
Hmm.
no, I did. No, it's not a plushie of myself. It
It
was just
looks
a.
like you're gonna eat someone's soul. Like that's a Halloween picture. That's not a spring picture. It looks like it should be on the cover of Trick or Treat.
Oh.
But like no, that's a yeah, it looks just like the pumpkin kid or whatever. Like but anywho, uh yeah, this is we're getting up to 50. And I might have to do something. I might have to get a group together and do some Gardic phone stuff. I've always wanted to do that and have a bunch of people or have a chill stream where we have revolving door of guests. We talk about media and writing and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean neat. You know, no covering videos, just chilling out. Uh, but
Fair enough.
yeah. So yeah. I should say like we are covering a video from. I think is this his first video trying to say these people are not real fans. Uh,
I don't know that much about his content. I know
mhm.
some about his buddy. I know some about his like uh his communal streams or whatever, but I really don't know that much about him.
Okay. Only thing I know about him is that he was on Stitch and Adam. I saw that debate, and it was quite the hilarious thing when he what was it? He called Air July a chunky monkey, and then like
Oh,
he says, "Oh, it's fine. My African American friend said it's okay." It's like okay, dude. It's quite the funny thing. But so that's what we're covering to actual fandom. So like we're gonna listen to his arguments. All right, we're gonna have that good faith train going as much as possible before it breaks down. Uh, that's what usually has the case anyway. So oh, I need to get over there. All right, we're here. Are you guys ready or?
oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm in. I'm in.
all right. You're. What about
Got enough
you?
Valium, buddy?
Huh? I'm sorry.
I think I'm in, right? Do I hit something?
Can you hit the play button?
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Expressions of bigotry of all kinds.
Oh, we are off to a good start.
This is the rainbow flag of bigotry. It has all kinds.
I am really hoping for some Albanians.
Bigotry of all
The statements
kinds.
and
Okay.
opinions in this video are not legal allegations, and they're not legally
Oh,
actionable.
that nice try. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think anybody's gonna try and sue
Are,
him, but
You know
that's
what
are,
this
are,
just
reminds me of? You know what this reminds me of? When people would put the copyright law in front of their videos, saying like, "Haha, you can't strike me down, companies." Yeah, nice try.
Dude,
Yeah, just
dude,
saying
I
that they're not legally actionable is not enough. That's
Oh, absolutely.
dude,
cute that you put that in there, though.
Okay, Froggo, what's up?
this feels like the opening to like a crime documentary. What the fuck?
Oh, absolutely. You know what this reminds me of? Mama Max videos. Like, for
He's a
anyone who
pretty
knows
decent
that one.
editor. Both these guys are.
Oh, oh no, shush. We don't know that.
No, that wasn't sarcastic. I'm being good faith. He is a good editor.
Oh, editor. Oh, okay. I heard something else. My bad.
Oh, never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Video statements there are not taken as licensed or confront or harassing the creators, channels, or audience referred, but they're still gonna do it. That's just how the internet works.
Dude, knowing actual fandom is just like you're lying. You're lying. You are absolutely wanting to harass these
Hey, wait a
people.
minute. Hey, hang on. Get back here on this good faith train. Okay, you need to get back on the track. All right. At least he put it at the beginning of his video. Unless it's simply stated. Who those within their voice in that video
I told you.
initiatives that aren't accountable for their statements made by members of the initiative.
I told you.
Unless you're told to, then do it. Like, what?
Sneaky bastard.
That's not sneaky. It's right there. If you wish to share your experience and abuse from anti-fans, okay. Who are you to tell who's anti-fan or who's not a fan at all? I've had this conversation before. I made a background noise on it. Where it's like, the true fan label is no true Scotsman. Like, that's what it is. It's like, you're not a real fan unless you do this. It's like, yeah, okay, sure. The former member of the anti-fandom group emailed us. Oh my gosh, it's like a support group. Hey, we feel your pain.
Yeah.
We feel your pain. And it's almost like it's almost like a cult involvement thing. Where it's like, yeah, they could, hey, how's it going? Buddies. What is anti-fandom? Well, it's good we're starting out with the definition.
I don't know. You can tell me without making it seem like a fucking.
Why I don't like
Oh, hold on.
anti-fandom, but I'd rather talk about why I like the term anti-fandom because I think it's
Oh,
a really
boy.
good term.
I remember
Oh
Pills
my
of Garbage.
God.
I think he lied
Yeah.
about Critical Drinker. We asked creators of fans to talk about we asked creators and fans. Okay, so they're fans, but they're also anti-fandom. Interesting.
Creators. Oh boy.
So we're gonna see a bunch of
Anti-fandom. This movement isn't about fandom or the media. It's about power. It's about brotherhood and ganging up.
I love this.
Awesome. That makes it sound so cool.
It's about power.
It's about power.
Oh, brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Come on,
It's
brother.
like, well, that sort of is a double-edged sword of what you're talking about. Because if you're not talking about media, then why do you care about the fandom in the first place? Why do you need? Do you want fandom of itself to be surrounded by its own fandom of you being around each other? That's
I'm
quite
wondering,
interesting.
So if you're
Yeah.
if you're part of a group that is critiquing a piece of media versus part of a group that is like shouting out a piece of media, which one brings power and brotherhood, and why can't it be both? And like, why is it only one but not the other?
Why
Like,
can't
what's
I
going on
juggle
there?
things? Yeah. Like, people are allowed to think of two things at once, and they're not mutually exclusive. Like,
By the way, you said we were getting into definitions. We haven't.
no, it's only been 50 seconds.
It's about
No,
feeling like
anti-fandom is brotherhood and power.
Well, that's just a statement about what it is, or what it refers to. Not really an
I'm pretty sure it's
explanation.
legally binding.
A it sounds like an explanation, not really a definition.
Big secret, like you're the little guy taking on the big, shadowy, leftist, woke powers. At the end of the day, it's make-believe, it's playing pretend for adults.
It's playing pretend
Oh,
for adults.
anti-fandoms are right-wing.
Oh, okay. So that's what's implied by that. But like I think what they're talking about is like there is a woke culture out there. It's like, well, yeah, they don't hide it. Like it's really obvious. Like it happens all the time. You can throw a knife in the dark and hit somebody with this idea. Like let's see. What's the most like you mean the most popular one, not popular. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that word. But like the most infamous one is like we don't need a man to help out Wanda in her own show. Doctor Strange should remain out of it because he's a man. It's like, yeah, that's them just doing the progressive right thing.
If we're gonna talk about playing pretend for adults, well, let's just look at the other side, right? Let's look at the acolyte defenders or all those people that act
Oh, they
like
ship.
they,
Oh,
that these are these small things that are being attacked by these mean, horrible, god awful people, and that their stuff is actually sacred and helpful for the community. It's just like if we're gonna talk
oh,
about
yeah. Mm-hmm.
pretend playing for adults, then there you go. I don't listen. There are absolutely bad people on the other side as well. I mean, we
Oh,
make
yeah.
fun of synthetic.
Hands
We
up.
make
Me
fun of
too. Yeah.
you know yeah. We make fun of synthetic man. We make fun of the people who don't actually supply good amounts of criticism or anything like that.
Even like political pundits like Ben Shapiro, like, yeah, we're not trying to remain centrist as being centrist. It's just like your argument's got to support what you're talking about. It's not about what side it is.
Man children. Despite what any of them say, it isn't about fandom. It's contrary to the definition of fandom, which
Nerdrotic thumbnails.
I hope he defines fandom. I'm very curious.
Because like well, fandom is, well, what do you mean by fandom? Because there's so many. Are they
I,
complaining about the Pokemon fandom? Oh man, I hate that.
I remember I remember somebody saying this in a video. I'm not gonna name who, but this person said that, you know what I think these people do when they talk about Nerdrotics videos and why they're so mad about them. And he said, I don't think they actually watch the videos. I think they just see the thumbnail and decide to criticize him as a person.
He doesn't even make the
Like,
thumbnails.
those are some nasty thumbnails, all right? Those are pretty gross.
Like,
Hey.
here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of Nerdrotic thumbnails. I'm not, but I
I
still
don't like him
listen
either.
to the guy. I still listen to the guy sometimes because he can have some really good points. Like, even if his thumbnails are shit, I'm not gonna criticize him as a person like these people do.
Well, there is a thing about
Are
like
you guys
Nerdrotic
are you
is
guys familiar?
um
Sorry, are you guys familiar with Chud Logic?
yes, I am.
Yes,
He's
I'm
cool.
aware.
Yeah.
Bro, his thumbnails are nuts.
What do you mean by nuts?
Bro, look it up whenever you get a chance because I'm not gonna describe it.
I know
Okay.
in his introductions to his videos, he has that like color graph, like the color wheel to like I was like, I like that. But like but the thing is though, Nerdrotic is he's into industry. Not necessarily creating, but like he knows people. Like he can get information. So that's why he's like really interesting to listen to, because he knows what's going on right now and how it reflects pop culture. So yeah, of course.
just basically liking things together.
Simon Pegg is named apparently appropriately. He's always been a visual.
as a community.
Chris Gore, make Marvel male again. Oh no, not Chris Gore.
The end result
that
of all
the
this is just a vortex.
guy who shot the dude on.
What?
What?
Never mind.
What'd you say? No, I mean like you cut out for me.
I'm just trying to figure out who those people are. I've never heard of them before.
Oh,
I'm sure they're politicians.
Dude
or something.
Cobra. That's Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers.
Oh, gotcha.
And Chris Gore, he was actually featured in the documentary The People versus George Lucas, and he was one of the he's really high up in Hollywood, and he knows people. And guess who he hangs out with? Nerdrotic. So it's like, yeah, let's just say like they trade information, like.
Vortex of hate and misery, and it's all revolving around this missing center where the media or
Okay, calm down. Like Core is from Nerd. Yeah. Nerd Threat. Yeah. Okay, and like the thing is, though, it's like as someone who watches Nerdrotic, just the real BBC stuff. He may be angry, but he's also really happy at the same time. Like he's not.
Hold on, I'll be right
Oh
back.
my gosh, I heard a knock. So so it's like they're not doing it out of like rage bait, because like your intention has to be of trying to get rage bait.
the community or the liking should be, and it just isn't.
I don't know what it is, but how come I can't hear anything?
You should probably get your ears checked.
If fandom is a community of people built around a deep shared appreciation passion for a thing. Okay, dude. What's the next one gonna be? Anti-fandom describes the opposite. A community built upon a shared animosity and antagonism of it. Film threat.
All right.
Yeah. Film
Have
threat.
you ever
Mhm.
have you ever heard of a fallen fan?
A fallen fan? No, I've never heard of a fallen
Yeah.
fan.
So a fallen fan is somebody who like watches a content creator or watches a piece
Oh!
of media or a series or something,
Mm.
and then they grow to hate it, and they drop it, like it goes a step too far or too many mistakes, or
Mhm.
it keeps messing up, and then they drop out, and then some of these fallen fans turn into hate watchers, and they this, that, the other.
Oh.
Typically, like I'm going down that route right now with Fallout because it's just been, it's been rough.
Mhm.
So like I love the Fallout, like the world and a lot of the stories in it, and I really don't like the way that it's going. So I would be, by these definitions, an anti-fandom of Fallout, or in an anti-fandom of Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not a bad thing. That means that I like what it was. I have an emotional attachment
You
to
loved
previous works. Yeah, and I want it to
Choky
get
Monkey.
better.
He did. Nell, welcome.
Yeah, anti-fandom doesn't describe the opposite, because if you go back, he said that a fans is like an appreciation of mutual love for a thing.
Mhm.
Anti-fandom isn't the opposite of that. It is that plus disappointment. It is that plus anger at new whatever.
I don't think
that
he's
plus.
If I had to be good faith on his definition, I would probably fill in the gaps of like he's thinking that's like anti-fans really hate it and don't want it to succeed. So it's like, yeah, so they're trying everything with
that,
so what they're trying to do is like an anti-fan would go into it having bad faith and realizing, well, we're just gonna say it's bad now, no matter what.
Falco.
well, if you're going
Yeah?
to go down that definition, then that cuts down the amount of people you can say are in an anti-fandom down to
Mhm.
like absolutely minuscule amount of
Uh,
people.
Yep.
Vrillix wants to join.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I will get to that in a minute. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, here we go. Hello. I will get you
Hold on.
I will get you a message.
Okay, can you hear me?
Hey, yep, and there's your link. And we'll
Yeah. I was just confused because suddenly I could hear you 2 times, both from the stream and Discord.
Okay, that's fine. And it means you have headphones. As a cis-like mentality, you're with me if you're against me. Well, I don't know that for sure. We have to wait because like the whole point of like him is saying like he wants to distance himself from these people as much as possible. I think that's his real point of trying to do this. Because like you have to divide people. When the fandom used to join us together, and the reason why I joined us together is because, believe it or not, it was actually having arguments with people that actually got us together. Because you would have to go and confront people. Now it's like you do the opposite. It's leave us alone. We're in our little corner. It's like, all right, you can have your little corner where everything's loved. It's and and you continue to alienate with that attitude.
Yeah, like I argue with people about Far Cry all the time. I love the Far Cry series. It's also falling. Not as bad as Fallout. It's
Oh
also,
no.
but I still love that series, and I'm not like deep in the community, but I like fighting with people about it, and we're all still friendly. So
Oh yeah, I wouldn't put necessarily
Yeah.
call it. I would say necessarily call it arguing. I mean, like shouting down at people. It's just debating certain things, and even
But
people have two objective opinions. You can, yeah, it's like that's why you argue because they're doing against each other. Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
but
Forum
they also
pages,
say the
absolutely. Sorry.
No, I think it's just the timing sometimes. In a way, I heard someone say the final is not anti-fandom, it's apathy. Because when people don't care anymore, they don't even argue or discuss it. But when you're still having these discussions or debates where you disagree, that's healthy. But when you don't even care anymore, then people stop watching the movies or whatever.
Yeah,
That's the end.
that's how I felt about Doctor Who. When I went to the Matt Smith era, it started to dawn on me like this. It's not as good as it used to be. Like
I
but anywho, yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say a community built upon a shared animosity and antagonism. It's like, are you sure it just doesn't come from a place of passion?
Yeah. We've already. I mean, like, yeah, that's what we came to the conclusion of because it's passion that allows us to. It's a positive emotions that we had about it, and then their passion. It's not just positive. Like if you, it's kind of in my episode about Buffy. Passion is not about just about the positive aspect of it. It has a toxic aspect of it too, where it's like if you let your passion control you too much, that like it can lead you to dark places. Yeah.
yeah, like even if this can happen in communities that support a franchise as well. Like the Fallout fan. I'm not going to name names here, obviously, but the Fallout community is so fucking bad about this that there was a guy that was like supporting the games at all costs, and whenever people would criticize, uh, he'd he'd file lawsuits against them.
Oh my
So
god.
it could get really ugly on either end of the spectrum there.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
having animosity, antagonism can be both a fan and an anti-fan thing.
Yes.
Don't forget Mahler's Star Wars Can't Grow Up video where
Toxic positivity.
he brings up the positivity among the reaction community and how they just love to just freak out about the littlest of things that don't have any substance to them.
Evader.
And then somebody tried to fucking attack him for it.
Yep, we tried to
Yeah.
take him down. It's like, man, that's very anti-fan of you.
It was a lot of fun because I watched Ahsoka very much turning my brain off, just trying to relax. And whenever there was key jangling, I actually felt something because I wasn't thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember watching all those reaction videos where people just freaked out, and I felt something. That was fun. Then I watched Mauler's video, and then I realized, oh wait,
There's
hold on,
nothing.
this is actually
I would say it's like,
real
man,
here.
it's direct opposite of what I was like in my. I had a video about Marvel cameos, and like I love the No Way Home cameos. They're so freaking good. uh. Anyways, let's continue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, look at this. Let's see. We have Geeks and Gamers, Ryan Kennel, Eric
Yeah.
July. I don't know who that is.
We
there's
got
Ryan
Mauler,
Kennel
we
again.
got Metal.
Mauler and Metal. Stitch and Adam?
Yeah.
What do they have to do with fandom?
Oh, Sitch and Adam are in there because they argued and lost.
Yeah, yes, exactly. But Metal
It's
Commander? Metal Commander. That
I
confuses
think
me.
it's from an EFAP because
Mm-hmm. So where's Rags?
You see, if you are of a place that disagrees with me, you are evil and you deserve to be bunched up with these people.
Mhm. Why is
That's
Mauler on
his
this?
perspective.
Well, he's on a podcast with Nerdrotic. That's why.
You
I
see,
mean-
they made fun of
also
organized. They made fun of organized chaos and actual fandom, so therefore they're evil. So
Yep, that's also true.
yeah, but
But why him? Why Metal Commander? Like, he has one video. He's not that popular, and the only reason why he's on here is because he streams with Mauler. He's a good friend of Mauler. Therefore, guilt by association. Absolutely. Drinker, Nerdrotic. Yeah, drinker. Or like, maybe
were you
Little Platoon.
were you gonna say something, Vrillix?
no, it was already being said. But like, I think one of the reasons Mauler was also on here because he consistently streams with the drinker also.
Oh yeah, drinker also.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
true. People do know open bar a lot more than the real BBC. I keep forgetting that, but
stunning and brave. Oh my god.
so they yell a lot about things and they're really angry because
You know,
it's kind of funny how like, well, here's the thing. You're really angry about them being angry. So now what?
I can literally do the same thing with the left people who like scream at their cameras in their cars. I can do the same thing. All
Angry
right, just because
Sorry.
people yell doesn't necessarily make it a bad thing. It depends on what they're saying.
Oh, I can yell about good things.
Like for example, I'm a guy, and I just posted a video last night of me screaming in my friend's car over a really shitty ending, over a really shitty movie.
Good.
This is,
You have that right.
yeah.
I mean, what if people yell because they're excited or glad or like, or, it's like when they see Tobey Maguire, I'm like, oh my gosh, there he is! Like, that's fine, I guess, because it's positive.
Oh god!
Oh my
I've
gosh!
seen this video before.
Your voice is your power.
Fight for your
Fight for your
fandoms.
fandom. Oh, and
for
it
your
cuts to
fandoms.
Homelander. Oh boy.
That's perfect.
This might be a
leader.
negative thing. Oh yeah, it's
I'm assuming Homelander's the bad guy here.
Yeah, yes, that's yeah.
This isn't what you'd expect.
No matter how much hate you expect.
No matter how much hate you know you will.
Turf Nation?
Oh no, not Turf Nation.
Who's Turf Nation?
No. Oh.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
I believe that's. I could be wrong. But
And by the
I
way,
believe that the guy part of,
Self-report. I got it.
I believe that could be somebody of like TYT. I think I could be wrong.
Well, the thing is though, it's just really weird how like they need a safe space for all this stuff that they do. Well, you know what safe spaces do? They lock you in an echo chamber, and then you just spew out the sludge from your echo chamber. And then when people try to criticize you, it's like, well, you don't belong here. And they throw you out. It's like, yeah, thanks for... Because I think actual Fandom is... He might still be gone from the internet. I'm not sure. But, yeah.
That's funny.
Well, he left
I didn't know
because
he left.
he said... I believe he said, like, I can't win. It's like, yeah,
Oh.
all right.
I love that he made this video of like, we need to fight back against these people, and then he's like, I give up.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is... I saw it on Eric July's Twitter feed. Like...
Will get.
You are never prepared for how hard it hits you.
What the world?
Hundreds,
Fandom
thousands of people.
Oh my god.
Hundreds of thousands of people. This is like a fucking drug cartel documentary of like these people running around.
Don't worry. We're going to sneak you the good comics because, you know, they're in control. We're fighting against the tyrants. It's like, oh my gosh, please. He's still posting. All right, that's cool.
Yeah. I
Top
just
right,
checked his
by the
channel.
way.
He posted
The
something.
guy with Dane as his
Yeah.
name. That's
Yeah.
that's who's making this video.
Yes, correct.
Oh boy.
Sent to call you
He
names.
posted something 40 minutes ago.
Oh, wow, nice. All
So,
right.
the-
I can't wait. Oh, that's him in the corner,
Let's
isn't
go
it?
back.
Oh. 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 Hmm. You need to groom a bit more, but you know, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Jesus.
Organized Chaos needs to get a better camera, but yeah.
To bully you.
To bully
See,
you,
I post
Oh.
man screaming. That means these people are evil.
that means they're bullying you. It's no one's bullying
this
you.
guy
Stop.
is calling all of these content creators political predators.
Yes.
And in that video, he's complaining that they're bullying him. Just to put that out there.
Oh yeah, that is quite the like man. It's like, how dare they criticize me? They're bullying me. Those political predators. It's like, whoa, but I said it nicely.
To intimidate you.
They are
Hold
sent
on.
to-
0 likes, 2 likes.
2 likes.
The first one had what, 1 like?
Also,
these are
look
nothing
at these
comments.
people. Look at these people below. That's Rags right there with a New York hat, I believe.
Oh, yeah. That's
Really?
that's
Or
right.
that Star
With the-
Wars
with the-
series. I can't remember.
There-
He looks the same.
There's Mueller.
Yep, there's Mahler right there.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're trying to bully you. It's like, no, they don't. Oh yeah, the quartering. The quarter, there he is. He's in the right.
yeah.
So he's not even a media person. He's just a commentary channel that
he
kinda
did some
sucks.
media stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, quartering does some media.
yeah, but it's like it barely blips on the radar. Like I wouldn't count him a media person. I'm sorry, he's not.
No, I'm pretty sure he got his start with, I could be wrong here, but I'm
Well-
pretty sure Corduroy got his start on YouTube from Star Wars Episode 8, the TLJ.
It might be true, but I know his early days was going across the country and doing stuff with his wife. What do you call those? Not gotcha machines, but like the claw games. Like
Oh.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Yep. So it's like he didn't start out as a media guy, I don't think. So, anyways, it's Rags. Like, yeah, Rags is a bully. It's like, oh sure, dude. It's kind of funny when you don't like a Star Wars movie or any product from Disney. You're called a bigot, racist, Nazi, like sexist. It's
You,
like
you see, they're
uh,
no. These guys are the bullies. These guys are the bullies, not the other people. That's fine.
It's It's like don't protest too much.
Hate on you.
Transphobia doesn't
Or
exist.
perhaps much worse.
Zion.
Zionist.
Jesus.
Yeah, but those are
Yeah,
crazy
I mean-
people. Congratulations, you found comments
Yeah,
on the
crazy
internet
people
that
with
that reinforce your position. Woo! You cherry picked.
crazy. And I saw a maximum of 3 likes on one of those comments.
Yeah,
Those
it's
are
like-
absolutely cherry.
Oh,
I got
absolutely.
worse comments on my videos for fucking hating on the Fallout show.
Oh, dude, yeah. We're not fans of the Fallout show here. Spoiler alert.
When you pierce the anti-fandom bubble. It's not fun. Because this soy shit's been so disproven and you love to use it.
It's a nice way of not calling you gay. You know, like in the old
so
way
you
of
won't call
like
me gay.
people used
So
to say,
let me ask
dude,
you
stop
this,
being
is-
so
They're not calling you gay.
Context, I actually went through that whole debate that Organized Chaos had with the fat dude. I can't remember his name. I don't like him.
Comic artist
Anyway.
pro Ethan Van Sciver. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, it's some
Or
Skype
fat dude.
fellow. Fat dude works. So that guy, that debate was extremely painful to listen to because Bob just fucking circled over and over and over. At this point that he's making
that doesn't surprise
here,
me at all.
the fat dude said, was it we want to say gay like it was an insult back in the day, like, oh, you're being so gay, but we weren't saying, like, we weren't making fun of gay people, so we changed what we said to soy so we don't have to insult gay people. And he goes on to say that, like, he goes to the gym and he's friends with some buff dudes at the gym that work out and have a great time, and they are way less soy than Bob is. So, like, that's the full context there.
Well, it's kind of funny that, like, it's... You ever see that South Park episode where those motorbikes are going by?
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. It's like, dude, it means completely different. Words change over time, and with the internet, it changes... It like, triples the speed of that process.
Isn't that, what did they say? You don't call retarded people retarded.
Whoa!
That's retarded.
Yes, it is.
You call your friends retarded when they're being retarded.
Yes, or I should say when they're being, like, overly autistic. It's like, yep, that's what it is. There's all these lingos between friend groups, too. It's like, and everyone's going to have a bias. It's just going to happen. Like, it's fine. We're human beings. It's not that complicated.
Oh, right, I forgot. Yeah, through this whole thing started because Organized Chaos is convinced that soy is a dog whistle.
He thinks everything's a dog whistle because, like, he did the same thing to Eric July. He's like, you're dog whistling for your audience that he has problems with his mind. Like, I forget what it was. He says, like, I have autism, so he has to speak to him differently. He's like, hey, that's a dog whistle for your audience to attack him. It's like, dude, that's not what that means. He is the artist who did Green Lantern and Flash. That's who Ethan Van Sciver is. So he actually has done
Ethan
work in
Van
the comic book
Sciver,
center.
he's a talented artist. He's good at drawing stuff.
Yeah.
But this dude, he actually is, like, just... I don't know if I'd go as far as call him a grifter. I wouldn't go that far. But he does yell about woke and whatnot. And he's...
Sure.
So, okay, so right before this interview, Organized Chaos looked some stuff up on him. And he found on his... this dude has a Kickstarter for a comic that he's making himself.
Yeah.
And people were donating the Kickstarter so that they can get his book. All good so far.
Yep.
Bob already has a problem with that. Bob already thinks that's grifting and that's whatever. So Bob's retarded for that one. But this Ethan Van Sciver dude, so he's got a Kickstarter, but it is like way behind schedule. It is like super late. And people were like leaving comments like, hey, when is this coming out? Like, this is way behind. When's this coming out? When are the updates? And this dude was streaming like 5-6 hours a day, like 5 days a week. I was like, okay, that is seriously like disrespecting your audience. Like, you gotta do something.
I think that is grifting. Absolutely. I think that is because you're taking their money and you're not doing anything with it.
It might not be grifting because he because grifting is saying, like, arguing a position that you don't believe just so that you can draw in that audience and get money off of them, right? But like being way behind on a Kickstarter and not prioritizing what you promised, that is like at the very least
That's stealing.
disrespecting your fans. Like it might not be stealing if he does put it out, even though it's late. It might not be stealing, but it is at the very least very disrespectful, showing that
Yeah.
he does not care about his customers. It is bad. So I watched this
It looks
debate.
bad.
I was like, all right, Bob, get him. This is your win, get him. He made one snide remark about it and then moved on. Like, that was his win. He could have fucking crushed this Skyver dude. He completely missed it because he kept wanting to call him racist instead. It was super
Oh yeah,
frustrating.
it's like he's got to have that thing where it's like, this is the one thing you show. Ugh, that's bad. That's bad looks.
Yeah.
But it's also not entirely unexpected.
He's a great supporting character and a supporting actor, which is what Diego Luna should be. But of course, Diego Luna has the diversity aspect, and they're pushing identity politics with this. They 100% are.
When you decide to
Okay, we don't know the context of what he's talking
no
about.
idea what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
so it's like maybe he's correct because they do push diversity. Like, have you seen the news? Like, they have to change their strategies now and call it something else because they can't get away with the old ways anymore. Like,
call out these toxic channels for what they are, which is just a cesspool of bigotry.
I got these faggots like responding to Comicsgate elves.
Oh
What-
no.
you called them these? Wow. Okay.
It's more racist, calling somebody a nigger or doing a lynching.
We're the worst.
That's
Oh,
a rape cage argument.
What?
What's worse, a word or violence?
Oh, gee. I wonder which one they chose. They're not. I bet they're not going to show that one.
toxic community gathering.
No, that's
Oh my
like
God.
super debate bro tactics right there. It doesn't mean anything, but the dude has like super debate bro. I think we all gave up on that like 2021.
Oh, it still happens. Like,
I know, but it's always cringe.
What I miss.
but here's the thing though. It's like, that's what Rags talked to Organized Chaos about. It's like there can be levels of it because you know he had to explain something simple to Organized Chaos. It's like, so would you rather have a thing happen to you or a word spoken to you? So he still doesn't get it. All right, cool.
I will eat a piece of chicken and be like, that's some good chicken. Watermelon's real good. Black people will eat it and they say, that's some good watermelon.
You'll get pushback.
I think that was simply just a joke.
Yeah, that's like a
Okay.
joke. Yeah, that sounds like a joke to me.
Yeah.
Listen, that's
It's like it's like
It's just
you gotta understand.
Go ahead.
Black people make jokes about white people as well, like that.
oh yeah,
But
it's
of
like
course, you gotta
what
think
was
of it as hyper offensive these days.
well, yeah, because if people like I think Organized Chaos and actual Fandom are is they're they're the microaggression police. They're the dog whistle police. You know, they're the essentially the thought police. It's like, oh man, you can't make jokes about that. Only certain people are allowed to say these two syllables. Yeah, it's just a joke. I mean, I laughed at it. I think it's pretty funny. Because sometimes the little edgy stuff is the best stuff. You know, like that's how jokes are. Jokes are supposed to make you sometimes uncomfortable. In that uncomfortable, when you have no choice but to just move on, you have to laugh at it. Like that's what it does. Like
yeah, I mean, there are, for a joke to be funny, you have to hit the sweet spot. If you're
Mhm.
too far in one direction, it's too safe, and it can just become like a dad joke, which is
It becomes
too corny or
sterile.
too bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it becomes sterile.
Mhm.
And then if you go too far, it's very offensive. Or,
yeah,
or
like
too.
well, it's like well, you
Yeah,
need
it's
to
not even funny.
this is why like a lot of comedy because like there is a lot of objectivity to comedy what people just say like well different things make people laugh like yeah that is true but like when it comes to generalities what make people laugh it's usually it's like generalities like pain holidays, family, eating habits, and stuff, and like how to act in social situations. It's like these are very good tropes for stand-up comedians. There's a reason why the Three Stooges is so good at making people laugh, is because they do the normal everyday job, but they really suck at it, and they do physical comedy and pratfalls. Oh my gosh, what's that? What am I hearing?
What?
I don't know.
Sorry, I was just opening my bottle.
Oh,
of
okay.
thermal.
I was like, I heard like a dinosaur, like, eh. It's like, anyways.
And even if you think you're ready for it, it'll hit you harder than you expect.
What the heck, man?
You fucking softy.
I know. It's like, can you believe they said the N word and the F word? Oh my gosh. Like, oh no. Watch Blazing
This
Saddles.
is great stock footage.
I just kind of wonder if like they have the banned movie list on there. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of people
it's funny.
that still do good stuff. Go out to local stand-up clubs for comedy. Sorry, Verlix.
Froggo, were you saying something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I swear to God, I'm just picturing like somebody like Organized Chaos or Eric, no, not Eric, actual fandom,
yeah,
actual fandom going to like, let's just picture a scenario, right? They go to like a Blockbuster and they see all these movies, and as they're trying to pick a movie, they're like, okay, should we do? No, that's anti-Semitic. How about this? No, that probably has hatred against women. It's just like when you put all these safe spots around things like fandom or stuff like that, it's really hard to make conversation at all. And we have proof that this shit doesn't work. We have proof.
I know, but shh, we can't let that happen yet.
Yeah.
But like, you have to walk on eggshells, and it's like I'm
Yeah.
sick of walking on eggshells. Like I
noticed something.
I just want to have a conversation sometimes, or even like. And if you don't want a conversation, just leave. That's the thing. It's like, and that's why I think they want them to say, let's bully off YouTube and stuff like that. Like, no one wants to bully you off. It's that you don't want to have the conversation, so what do you want us to do? We're not leaving. Like,
go ahead, Relix.
Sorry.
I noticed something, especially in regards to dark humor, where you joke about things that you don't really do in a normal conversation, but because everybody understands that this is just humor, it's a lot more acceptable and understandable. But in different contexts and different people and different cultures, the definition of dark humor is different. Like the line you can't cross moves depending on where you are. So sometimes I watch comedian Jimmy Carr from the UK. A lot of this stuff he says is, insane compared to this. But, it varies.
Yeah, I always remember Tropic Thunder. When like you can't joke about death. Like, dude, one of the funniest jokes in that movie is where the director blows up. And then like Jack Black is like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's freaking great, dude. Thanks for letting the impact go.
Many big studios made it clear that they would be making an effort to be more inclusive with their projects involving more women, people of color, and members of the LGBTQ+ community.
They forced them in. Yes, we know. Like, and it's kind of funny. You just admitted that they did, because they said like they pretty much said, yeah, we're gonna force them in.
So most people.
Yeah.
I'm tired of them saying that we just hate inclusion and stuff like that. When
Buffy
when Arcane season 1 came out, not season 2, when season 1 came out, everybody was talking about how great that show was. It united a whole lot of fandoms to just kind of go into this and go, yeah, it's very diverse, but it's extremely fucking well written. All the characters are
Oh,
well thought
absolutely.
out. Even the gay relationship in that, it's completely normal
hmm
until
Uh,
season 2. But
when someone says like being inclusive and all that stuff, like I laugh in Buffy. Like it's one of those things. It's like, man, you have no idea. I don't even have to look at stuff that's. It's just that. What about Andor? Like, there's a bunch of stuff in there that's diverse.
Yeah.
It's like, what they don't like is diverse of thought. You know, as someone said back then. Uh, but then there's like
I
this
heard
forced
someone.
forced
Sorry, go ahead.
inclusion. This forced conclusion that they put them in is that like they wanted them in for the they definitely put him in for the diverse points, which is interesting. And it's like, oh, and your statement is like, oh, they just wanted somebody to like as long as they replace somebody and they're written the same, it should be fine, but it's not enough. It's just not enough. Bless you. And it's where you have to go around the sensitivity training. You have to rewrite that so people don't get offended. And then you have to go through the unions. You have to go through the Hollywood system. It's like, oh boy. So it's not just replace and things will be fine. You're just changing the skin color. Who cares? Like there's more to it than that. Like there's a active, not Activision, but you know they're bad too. But like activism sort of thing going on here, and it's really hard to ignore. Yeah.
Another thing I've noticed, in addition to what you just said, is that sometimes people's understanding of representation is just it's skin deep. Sometimes
It's
like
literally
they will
skin
have
deep.
a
Yeah,
person of color present. Yeah,
Mhm.
but they don't go out of the way to show a different culture or socioeconomic background or have that inform the character.
Mhm.
It's only surface level. I am black man or
I am black
you know.
man. I am woman. Hear
Yeah.
me roar.
You know.
It's that quick and easy.
Yeah, but like
Mhm.
it, with good representation, it informs the character and it's good writing and it doesn't feel forced. It just feels like a character, right? Like a strong, well-written woman doesn't feel like a strong female character. It just feels like a good character.
I just wonder how they sort of like have like. I remember when House of Dragon came out and people didn't have a problem with it, and Arcane came out, nobody had a problem with it. Prince of the Frog came out, nobody had a problem with it. So what's the difference? Well, those were well written, and they're not.
Hello? Falco?
Rest in
Falco?
peace, buddy.
What happened
Yeah,
to him?
rest in pieces.
He just kind of
He's
died.
still
What the
alive
fuck?
on YouTube.
Yeah, he's fucking gone.
It could be his micro or whatever.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, fine.
Hello.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Welcome back.
That happened.
You fall
by the
down
way-
the stairs?
No, it's just that sometimes my mic, sometimes my USB bus shakes and it breaks apart the connection between every other USB device I have. So it's like, so sorry about that.
By the way, Falco,
USB button.
Shep is wondering if he can join.
Shep wants to join too. Oh no. All right, here we go. Let's go.
All right, let me. Okay.
Also,
I also want to say, he's most likely going to bring up the pronouns clip from Az, most likely, and if he does, I have something to say about that. It's just like, no,
You're
Az
boring.
is not.
Oh.
Az is not a fucking transphobe. He is not a homophobe because when he was talking about it, he literally talked about how there's a character in, I think, Alice in Borderland. I could be wrong on the show, but he as essentially said, yeah, there was a trans character in that, and I really like that character. It's just like it just depends on whether it's really forced, really annoying, or both. It's not about the thing itself.
It's the straw that broke the. And that clip was that behind like even how like bad that rant is. It was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. Hello.
I'm
Hello,
pretty
Chad.
sure this video is old, like older than that clip.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think so too. Oh, that's right. I need to do the video. Hold on.
Are we still live?
Yes, we are live.
Okay.
I need a link.
Yeah.
to watch
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
video.
yeah. I'm giving you the link because I forgot. All right, there it is.
There we go.
We are watching the. We're talking about the representation part. So, are you in?
I'm in.
All right.
He's in.
People had our reaction. Nice. It's about time. Largely done.
It's
just
about
because-
time.
It's about time
Oh,
because
God.
these things never existed before. It's almost like it's kind of like when Marvel said like when it's their first female-led like superhero ever. It's like sure, man, sure.
Also, fucking, I really hate that. Look at the little screen. You know, the technical difficulties screen.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there just one bar that has the background?
I don't know. Maybe that was transparent
Is
all
this,
along. Yeah.
Is this organized chaos?
No, this is actual
Yeah.
fandom.
No, this is organized chaos speaking.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah,
him
I was gonna
speaking.
say I know that voice anywhere.
Oh yeah, everyone knows that voice. He should work on it. Anyways.
and had shifted so far into supporting this that they can't ignore it. We don't delude ourselves. But it's a step in the right direction. You take the wins where you can, and then continue to push for more.
Take the win where you
That's
can
not
and
what
continue
these
to push for more.
channels push for.
But wait,
Arc to go.
stop. All right.
So he
Okay.
believes that everybody was happy, or the majority of people were happy when they said that they're
Well-
putting more women and whatever in there, right? And then he said, okay, yes, we know it's only for money and they don't actually care, but it's a win and we're going to take it. It's like, well, everybody who's complaining about it is saying that they're focusing on this stuff while the writing just gets worse and worse and worse. And they're
It is one of those.
destroy beloved characters and it's all falling apart. And they're like, no, but it's a win. It's
That's
like, okay,
real.
well, this isn't new. Like, we've had women before, and like, it's pretty
That's
common
not
already.
true.
It's
You can't. I
good.
bet you can't even name one famous female actor.
I am fairly certain women are real.
We
So-
had Eve in the Garden of
Oh.
Eden. Thank you.
Falco, there's
Oh, you
technical
still got the
difficulties.
background
There's
noise
nothing on the
background
screen.
on, by the way.
Oh, really? Did I not? Oh, wait. I didn't put it back.
Yeah, Vic questioned me about women,
Right.
the existence of women. I got all distracted. I kind of lost my place.
On the opposite.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
you
so he
completely-
believes that one, we
Wow.
didn't have women representation before.
Did it?
Two, everybody was happy that we got women representation. And three, yeah, they're only doing it for money.
I need to
It's like,
see if it was.
I think I disagree with
Yeah.
two of those things.
Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't trade it off to the next one. I need to make sure that it goes to the screen. Yeah. Oh, there it is. We're back. We're back.
That idea is so fucking stupid. It's just like, yeah, they're doing it for money, but it's a win anyways. It's just like, well, if they don't care about the actual subject matter, then it's not really a win. They're just doing it for they're just doing it for no reason at all other than money at that point.
Well,
You don't want that.
that's actually somewhat of that is a good point, because why do you care so much that you get a win? I thought this about fandom. Like, why does your side need a win in order for fandom to survive?
You know, there were two movies that I watched recently. One of them a rewatch, one of them a new watch. Me and some buddies, including Falco, we watched Mulan: Rise of a Warrior, which is a 2009 foreign Chinese film about the legend of Fa Mulan.
Ah, Mulan.
And that movie
is really damn good. It has a really
It's
well
good.
written
Mhm.
Mulan, a really well written female character that goes through struggles, goes through her own problems, but ultimately comes out on top at the end. Is it
Yeah, I do know what you're trying to say, but like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter how much examples we give or like how many counter arguments we have, it won't really matter to people who don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? It's but
Yeah,
still,
but
We're a bunch of fake fans, so why would they take us seriously?
when you have movies or shows or games that actually care about the representation and care about making these people characters, that's when you should call it a win. But this isn't a win. You've admitted that they do it for money.
All right.
Direction. And make claims like keep politics out of it, identity politics, PC, SJW, pandering, tokenization.
Well, all these things are bad. Like
pandering has a definition, so I don't think that I wouldn't include that one.
I think
well-
it's funny that he's saying tokenization. Like, it's bad to call out tokenization.
Like, oh god, yeah, that one. That's just a. How do you put a positive spin on that?
Well, this character is just a token black character. Yeah, but it's a win because he's black.
It's
Yeah, he's literally defending tokenization.
Yeah,
he thinks it's a good
he's
thing.
defending
Like, that's what the racists
all of
were
these.
doing a
Yeah.
couple decades ago.
It's one of those things where it's like the KKK member and the SJW shake hands because they want the races to be separated. Like,
I think we ought to start characterizing KKK members as black people. I feel like that just makes sense.
Gosh, yay!
Yeah, that would broach the divide. We need more black racism.
This is literally just
Shut up! Take on it.
Whoa!
Racism from black people. Keep it equal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's
that
that's
doesn't
what I
happen.
care. I care about it
There's
being
no
fair.
such thing as a Black Panthers.
This is literally don't ask questions, just consume product, then get excited for next product.
It kind of is, yeah. It's keep politics out of entertainment. Well, what people mean is like keep current day isms outside, like and write it good. Not it's just
It is okay to have political themes and
Yes.
stuff about politics, and whatever. It
Mhm.
is not okay to be pushing your political agenda through the format of a film because you don't care about the film, you care about your political agenda. That's where people have a problem.
Mm-hmm. And that's the same thing with identity politics.
I
and
heard
PC.
someone. I heard someone describe it very succinctly. Where if you make an artwork and you want it to, the difference is, I'm going to make a piece of art that's going to change the world, and then this is I'm going to change the world through this piece of art I'm creating. Like, it's about the implementation and the intention and good writing.
Oh, wow. Look at that. I appreciate that, Chatter. We're just going to move on.
The message.
The message. Okay, that is kind of funny, but yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a good setup. If we roll
Oh,
back
man.
the video like a couple of seconds, you
Yeah.
can see the list of all these things.
Well, this is part of the message. All these things are part of the message.
The
Yeah.
message.
Sacrificing story for agenda.
Well,
Why is that
Absurdly
face
subjective.
palming?
Why?
So if the story is horrible and there's a clear agenda, are you going to call that subjective? Is that kind of sounds like just a statement?
So what if? Okay, if Drinker made a film, would you go watch it? Actual fandom, and organized chaos. Would you go see it? Probably not. And then, but if you did go see it, you'd be going like, well, they sacrificed the story for an agenda. if you said that about his movie, what if there was an agenda though? Would you say that still? Because it sounds like it's only okay when when certain people say it. Like,
I don't know why this is a face
Isn't
palm.
yeah,
This is
saying
also-
something's really good.
and saying
that's
it's subjective. What if I can prove it? Then it becomes subjective. What if I have references to it? Like, if the movie is, I think the laser from TLJ is like one of the biggest opposite of the theme it is, like of what he's saying, of what she is saying. It's like it's like it's been a while since I've heard that quote. What's the quote that that Shrek says in that scene?
Onions have layers.
No, I mean,
Funky.
it's
they
like
do.
you can't destroy something you hate, but with love or something. And then the laser blasts through the barrier. Like, yeah.
From
Good-
Shrek, yeah.
Good job.
Or the current grand catch-all, woke. The truth is, these are all buzzwords.
Okay, when it comes from
all of them.
Buzzword Bible. Oh wow.
Yeah, tokenization is just a buzzword apparently.
Pandering.
Identity politics is-
Pandering is a buzzword. Like we've never used the
PC.
word pandering in any other context except to call out politics that I don't like.
I love how it says like woke is. I think woke is a buzzword, but because I think
I
everyone,
think a lot of things can be used as buzzwords,
Mhm.
but they're not always just buzzwords.
Well,
It
if
depends
you
on how
explain
use
what
them.
you mean by woke, then it's no longer just a buzzword you throw around. You actually have a definition.
Yeah, like Adam and Sitch have a ridiculous book definition of the word woke, where they actually
Mhm.
read stuff.
Because
Like,
everyone's
that's
is
insane.
different. It's like, here's the thing. I bet Robert has that word woke as a different definition than what
Yeah.
everyone else would be. So it's like, so what you thinking about?
Yeah, but all that matters is
Another good
my
example of-
definition.
Mhm.
I'm correct.
Or what they think
That's what matters.
Yeah.
their definition is.
But like sometimes people say, for example, Star Trek was always woke. It's not
Oh!
just Discovery. But then it's like the different waves of feminism. Like there are some things that
Mhm.
cross over, but on a Venn diagram. But it depends on everybody's definition of what woke is.
Mhm.
It is a buzzword sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of funny when you say Star Trek. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, but when you have a person running for office and being praised on the show in Star Trek, and then back then you're talking about how like what's the moral component of civilians being caught in the crossfire in war? It's like not the same things, you know?
Used to dog whistle and hide their true meaning. And it all boils down to the same thing: hatred of women and minorities.
Oh,
Hell
okay.
yeah,
Hatred
baby.
of women and
Hell yeah.
minorities. Let's go.
If you don't like token characters, you're racist.
Yeah, man, you're
Oh.
really stuck on that token stuff.
I mean, the truth
It's
is,
so
I mean,
bizarre.
Yeah, it is.
I am
It
stuck
is.
on it.
Yeah.
the truth is, like white people are one of the biggest minorities on a global scale. So it
Absolutely.
probably explains why I hate myself.
The reason
I hate minorities.
There you go.
it's just funny how like the Western world is seen as like this monolith of like white people. It's like we rule the universe. It's like, but then again, we have or don't have power based on the situation. So it's quite interesting.
Hello. I guess I just want to have a little chit chat. Something that's been on my mind.
Oh my gosh! Did we find a wounded animal in the forest? Oh,
So did you accidentally click on my favorite Digimon in my Digimon collection video
No,
or something?
no. I can see here a fan's perspective on anti-fandom, and we found the wounded animal. Now Now we're gonna get like, but they bothered me.
And lately,
I
Zen
bet.
perspective.
over cynical
Mhm.
reviews of pretty much non-consequential media. I'm not even sure I would call it cynical, as more bashing. A lot of it's based off of perception of like representation and all that.
Oh, so
This isn't now. This can't be a real.
Yeah,
Like he's not really using this as a. Like, am I supposed to
as
feel?
B-roll. Yeah,
There's no way. This is pathetic. There's
in
no.
front of B Zen. Yeah.
Hey, he likes his toy, all right. It's a good looking.
No,
toy.
no, I'm not. No, I'm saying it's pathetic to use this to try to make me feel guilty.
No, it's.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
think it's more the music that's making me go like, are you
Well,
for real? Like,
That's the other thing. I would be a little more hard on this guy in the video if like his video was him talking about how it's so hard to talk about things that I like, and then he's got the background track and
then they're like, I'm just here with my toy, my humble toy. Like,
Yeah,
You
look
know,
at
I-
look at look
I
at
don't
me. I'm just playing with my Digimon. Why
leave
can't
me
I enjoy
alone.
things?
It's not my fault.
you know,
I
why
have
just
bad opinions.
This is
let me
this is
talk
how
about
this is
things I
how
like.
Bookie talks to sound sad, so he can manipulate you. This is that Bookie tactic.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, it's just any tactic. It's like like I said, like Mahler's wounded animal in the forest. He's like, it's like, oh no, what's wrong? It's like, I don't know, but I think I'm dying. It's like, oh, can you tell me about Star Wars? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you. It's just like,
Here goes.
That stuff. You hear these buzzwords and you hear them all the time. Man, just trying to sit down and enjoy something.
oh, Marvel died after Endgame. You know, the next phases aren't going to be that good.
Well,
And
yeah,
here-
Eternal
and
Eternal
here's-
fucking sucked.
Yeah, it bombed. Shang-Chi also bombed. Loki is, you're right, that was popular. But here's the thing, you
This
shouldn't
must
be
be an old
using
video.
the tomato meter or Rotten Tomatoes at all. Like, it's not reliable. Don't do it. Like,
Loki is god awful. Shang-Chi, I don't even remember that movie. Eternals is god awful. It's like it doesn't matter if these are popular. These are
yeah, that's also true. Just because they're popular doesn't mean anything. It just means it's popular. Like, don't say it's like good just because it made money. Like, that's not good.
I actually like this meme because the guy saying like, "Hey, you know it's not going to be good." He's just talking. He's not screaming. He's not doing the slurs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's just like, "Hey, you
They
know,
hit-
guys, like this isn't going to be good," and everybody's like, "I mean, yeah, this looks all right."
Is this video like 5 years old or something? Because
Mhm.
I mean, we all know how this went.
Oh yeah, it's like because Marvel execs lied to the investors in order to stay faith with the company. Like, and so Shang-Chi did actually lose money.
You know, when you sit there and try to have that experience, it kind of takes you out of it.
I know where this is going.
Oh, there we go.
And now the women are ruining it. Moon Knight? Oof, look at that, 64. Uh-oh, it's getting worse. No Way Home, though? I would actually watch
Dude,
it.
Wait,
Yeah.
he's saying the guy's right?
Yeah.
Thor Love and Thunder. God, you're really going to defend that?
Oh, he's also defending like the I remember like in Moon Knight, it's like, are you an Egyptian superhero? Yeah, I guess I am. It's freaking terrible writing.
When that Egyptian superhero is a turbo fucking bitch who
Yes.
Emotionally abuses her fucking lover is just like
She moves really fast and she insults people at the same time.
It's like when you have that as your Egyptian superhero, it's like, wow, okay. I guess we could just have anything because it's a win, right? Egyptian superhero, that's a win. It doesn't matter that she's a fucking cunt.
That guy's what was it? It was the bad guy's plan was just stupid. It was about like, hey, I'm gonna take all their souls. It's like, oh, okay.
Nice.
Ruins the experience. And the truth is, you look down
Ruins
the
the
road,
experience. Quit having fun. Yes, quit having fun meme. Wakanda forever. You see how many less Rotten Tomatoes are up there now? It's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had to stop
he'll
showing it.
yeah.
he stopped showing the other ones.
It's
But
funny.
like it's funny because
No, it's
you can have
Mm.
these
Sorry.
discussions about the objective quality of the movie, right? But I remember watching Shang-Chi with my sister and a friend, and I'm just sitting here like it's not particularly good, but we were still having fun, and
Sure.
like you don't want to be this guy on camera on the screen who's just yelling at people.
Oh yeah,
Like
Yeah,
and there
this
are
guy-
people
this
like
guy-
that. Yeah.
This person doesn't exist. Who anyone? I've never encountered someone who has enough confidence, but enough social unawareness to walk into a room where people are watching a movie and say, "Quit having fun." Like you'd be called a
Once.
faggot and you would be told to leave. Like no one would want to hang out with this person.
I guess it's been said.
That's the point, right? Everybody they don't like is this person. I'm sure that's got a name, but
There are people like this, and
You've actually met someone who
Yes.
told you to quit having fun?
No, not quit having fun, so to speak, but like
no, but
yeah.
everybody that this video guy doesn't like
No,
must
no.
be this person.
No, I mean like go into a room and be like, ugh, and then leave. It's like, all right. It's like,
Yeah, you're not getting invited back.
yeah,
I don't know what to tell you. Like that person would I would invite them back.
it is quite so what else it's just that everyone I know from the other side is like, we don't care if you like it or not, but we are going to discuss it. It's okay, that's fine. No one watched Miss Marvel, by the way, and Multiverse of Madness did actually lose money, so yay.
Your life changed that much over one show, one movie? No, it's just a moment in time. Thank you.
Well, there's only sequels if you interpret them as sequels.
Thank you.
It's just a moment in time. Does that mean
yeah.
we can't criticize it? Does that mean we can't,
Yeah,
say anything about it?
I wonder
Like
what
it
their
is a
limit
moment
is.
in time.
You know?
Are we not allowed to talk about that moment?
No. Just
No.
stop. Enjoy it. Stop being negative. Don't be a bigot. It's just so interesting that like you're not allowed to sort of do anything with the information that you have. You're supposed to sit on your butt about it because you might be conceived in a certain way. It's like, did you care to make this when you could have been perceived in a certain way? It's like, but you're being nice about it. Oh, that makes it completely better. Because, someone can insult you with the worst words ever, but as long as they're a nice tone, it's fine. It's like, all right.
And I hope you all have a good day.
They have a memorial to George Floyd.
This is Ryan Kim.
Oh my god.
He's in Universal
Besmirch-
at the Simpsons Memorial. Yeah.
Besmirching besmirching the name of this great man for pointing out that there might be a small comparison.
I found it hilarious though. Like,
An alt-right YouTuber. He's the perfect example of the most insidious, toxic type of anti-fan.
look,
Hey,
COVID
listen,
denier.
listen. I'm having fun. Stop ruining my fun. I'm watching this guy's video and it's fun for me.
Yeah,
So
it's
stop
true. It's true.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
what
it's your
does
moment in time.
COVID denier have to do with Marvel?
Nothing.
Well, because it's a good question, but you see, some directors quoted COVID as a reason why it was difficult to, to shoot their movies, and they're hiding behind COVID, and that's the very small connection I'm making to this. So that's proof.
Didn't they
what you're
fire
saying
somebody?
is
It's funny
COVID
because,
was created by Hollywood to sell more movies.
No. I'm not a full-on
I'm pretty sure
conspiracy
you said
theorist.
that.
It was created by the pharmaceutical companies. It wasn't created by Hollywood.
You conspiracy
Alright,
theorizer.
That'd be ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Oh, what the fuck did I come back to?
Oh no.
Well,
I just want to say in regards to Ryan, like I haven't watched a whole lot of his content, but you know, it seems to be he's far more direct in the way he talks about these things.
Outspoken,
Yeah,
yes. He's
and that
definitely
could be
a yeller. He's a big target for people, but my gosh, he knows Star Wars. He really does. He knows more about Star Wars than probably modern. He can match Star Wars theory when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, take on, dude. It's like
Yeah, they
he's
had
a
a
real
podcast.
fan of Star Wars. You can't say he's not. Let's see. Of course, I don't understand what's had to do with criticism or fandom in the first place. Oh, I get it. Never mind. That's stupid. Like, because because you don't want to be part of this fandom, they have people like this in it. It's like, okay, but once you're in a fandom, you can't really control what kind of people come in and out of it. Like, it's not up to you. But it is up to you how you handle it.
George Floyd Memorial.
With Ryan is Alex Stein, employee at Index Blaze TV and far-right propagandist. Ryan made a lot of videos about the She-Hulk series on Disney Plus.
As why wouldn't you? It's one of the worst shows ever made.
I wouldn't say it's one of the worst, but it's definitely
Yes,
really fucking
I
bad.
would. It completely breaks everything that the MCU kept sacred. Like, its whole continuity is not intact because of this woman. So
all I've seen is that she's twerking in one of the episodes. That's
oh
all I know.
yeah, because they wanted Megan Thee Stallion in there because she likes her. So it's like, okay, we'll put her in an episode.
They also have a scene where, you know, She-Hulk says that she handles her anger infinitely better than Bruce Banner. Bruce fucking Banner.
It's just like, yeah, image of him being shot, hated.
Image of him,
Yeah.
image of him saying, "I put a bullet in my mouth." The other guy spat it out.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. Like, how you guys saw it, right?
Mhm.
But, like, isn't like
Well,
one of the
not
plot
really.
points early on that she can't get a boyfriend?
Oh yeah,
Like,
she said she can't get a boyfriend because they're into She-Hulk and not into Jane.
Yeah, but like, then you look at the actor, and she's like, she just looks like a normal woman, but apparently she's
not
a
that,
lawyer.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah. So it should be like she looks like a
Easy.
normal woman.
Easy
how should
to
it
get
be
a
a problem?
boyfriend. It'd be easy. It's not that hard. Like
Honestly, if I had to go on a date with this bitch, not the actress, I mean the character herself, is like, Jesus Christ.
You'd be dead.
Under thighs.
Oh my god!
Oh, dude, I didn't mean it like that. No.
Yeah,
Death by snoo snoo.
You see this guy being carried away? Oh my gosh.
Gosh, she looks so fucking hideous. The CG.
I know, it was really bad.
Oh, when I saw what she actually looked like in the trailer, I was laughing my ass off.
She does look like Shrek. I agree.
Fiona looks better.
Fiona looks
Many
better.
of them before the show ever came out.
What's wrong? Okay, what's wrong with that? If they give out a trailer, you're allowed to give your perception.
He's a
of it.
right-wing grifter, Falco. He's a fucking Nazi. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like I forgot that Hitler drank water, so therefore I am also.
I
Hitler.
also don't believe this statement. I just don't believe
Made more
it.
videos
Like,
on Disney Plus series.
the show wasn't popular, so I don't think any big YouTubers made more episodes than Ryan did, or made more fucking YouTube videos than Ryan did. But I'm sure some fan out there who gets like 10 to 20 views per video made a whole bunch more. Like,
yeah,
you're just picking and choosing your facts here. I don't think that's real.
Well, this whole thing is cherry picking. Like, even if it was true, it's like the boy crying wolf. We wouldn't know. Like,
Well, those other channels with 30 subscribers, they don't actually matter because nobody's watching their videos.
oh
That's how we determine quality.
man,
Don't say that. Don't say that.
hey, I feel personally attacked.
That's okay. You're obviously not a right-wing Nazi, because if you were, you'd be getting insanely popular from
Well,
outrage.
well, there's going to be an announcement after this, so don't you worry.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
And
Like,
yet he really
there's
only had one thing to say in every video.
Seems like nobody really cares about She-Hulk. To promote a garbage series that nobody gives a fuck about, they're using this.
Well, it's okay. Listen, if you're going to say nobody, they don't mean literally nobody.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest hyperbolic statements that everybody has.
True.
Which is everyone disliked this, or everyone liked this, or nobody likes this, and nobody dislikes it.
What they mean is majority. That's
Yeah,
what they
a
mean.
majority. But of course, he's gonna go. You see, people make videos shitting on the show, so that's proof that nobody cares about it.
Yep, I think it's where it's going.
He's talking about it in a meta sense. He says nobody cares the show,
Well,
but they keep advertising it, but they keep pushing it. So he's not even in that
Well-
statement. He's saying, "Look, the show isn't popular. Nobody wants to watch it, but they keep
Oh,
spending
I
money
see.
to try to force it to be
Yep,
a success."
that's the other
So he's
aspect of it.
criticizing the studio here.
Well, the thing about, like, I remember Organized Chaos being one of those people who's like, he always goes into the meta of it. Like, it's never about the content itself or what's inside its own universe. It's like, well, it's okay. Like, Black Widow is a standalone movie. You need to watch it as a standalone. It's like, who cares about the continuity of other, like, films in MCU? It's like, okay then. All right, let's
His
see.
character and his reveal, his
Yeah.
in-costume reveal in a show no one cares about to get people excited about a show that no one cares about.
This is not how a fan behaves. It's also not how a non
Okay, so who are you to say this is not how a fan behaves? Like,
No,
I
no,
love it.
we
I
gotta.
love
Why
it.
is it-
Fans can't complain about
why
something.
why are you the
Then you're not a fan.
arbiter of how people feel? Like,
This is not how fans behave. It's like, are you fucking serious? So are fans just not allowed to
I
complain
think
about anything?
okay,
This is not
this
what
is what we covered
podcasts
earlier,
are.
wasn't it? Like,
mhm.
yeah, but like the opposite of a fan is someone who doesn't care. So a fan is going to be passionate either in a positive or a negative way.
Yep.
But
So
like, the opposite of a fan is someone who doesn't consume the content at all.
I can tell you this: most fans of the She-Hulk comics and the original She-Hulk are not going to be fans of this show
she
because of how
rewrote Daredevil just to have sex with her.
Yeah.
That's
Which, by the way,
it. By the way, that's meta rape. Like, that's what it is. They got it. And no one calls that out. So
sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just really upset by that.
That pissed me off so much during that show where she tells the Kevin Feige robot, "Oh yeah, I also want Daredevil to come over here." It's like, you are literally rewriting what he's doing so that he can fuck you. It's like,
yes,
wow, you are literally treating him like an object,
a mind slave. Yeah, it's like, okay, thanks. This is the way, I guess. This is the well, I found it right there.
This is the way.
And like, it's kind of funny. Like, it's a win though. It's a win.
It's a win, it's a win.
Yeah.
fan behaves. If he's not interested in the show, why does he talk about it so much?
Because he's an information buzz, like Watch Mojo type of channel. Because
Well,
this is
Watch Mojo type. I don't know.
No. I mean, not Watch Mojo. I mean Watch Mojo as in like what's popular at the time, and we're going to talk about it because that's what fans are interested in. Like, he doesn't necessarily care, but he will give you the information.
Yeah, he's a news channel.
Yep.
a lot.
And then he gives you his views on it. That's what people are there for. He's not necessarily but he is a Star Wars fan, which is why he covers Disney, because they have the property. Here's the thing: I don't even like Ryan Kendall as a content creator. Not really.
I mean, I'm fine with the dude. He seems like a nice guy.
Well, I'm just like, I think he's one of the worst people in G&G, but like
worst people.
Not,
Holy shit! Okay,
I should say
Dude.
worse in content, but like
watch your words.
but like I don't know, dude. I can take him or leave him. I was like, all right, you can stay over there. That's fine.
Yeah, you know what, Falco? I'm gonna put all my cards out on the line and say it's okay for you to think that his content is garbage. I'm just gonna say, you know what? It's fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Speak your truth.
Because I sort of used to watch it, but then I started to notice a pattern, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like the pattern.
Yeah, he's a far right Nazi. I mean, we've established
far right
this
Nazi.
already.
No. He is definitely like an anger.
Yeah, I watched him make COVID in a lab.
Provoker.
Anti-COVID.
Oh my gosh!
He's a COVID denier. Why would you watch his channel?
He made it in Wuhan.
He's a COVID denier.
Well, his interest isn't in the show itself. It's how many clicks he can get off of telling people that nobody cares about the show.
No, not
So,
really.
okay.
Grifters.
So, all right.
Okay.
Luke Skywalker conferred us with the Plus because Disney hates Star Wars and the fans.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gay, not interested. Kid.
Do you guys? I remember this actually. I did not watch his video, but I know what the source is. It was Mark Hamill in an interview, and it was a relatively long interview. And then towards the end, the journalist just asked, "Do you think Luke is gay?" And then Mark is like, "Whatever. If it makes you happy, then yes." And Mark just said because he wanted to go home, basically.
Oh yeah.
Like it was just like.
This sounds
sure,
like
whatever.
this sounds more like clickbait to me than.
It sounds a little like clickbait, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he talks about the full context.
I don't know, but I will take that for what it's worth. But
Yeah.
I think this is a little clickbaity. Not gonna lie.
YouTubers pump out this repetitive, specifically worded content every day, always focused on anything they can call woke. The effect it has on unsuspecting regular viewers is indoctrination.
Oh, Nerdrotic? Now, he's a guy that gets context.
Disgusting woke freaks.
Disgusting woke freaks.
Disgusting.
So, hold on. Is it indoctrination to make nerdrotic thumbnails, which are Jesus? Is it also indoctrination to label all of your videos things like, oh, all of these channels are political predators. Oh, all these people are political groomers. Is that also indoctrination? Because I think it is.
I think that's more. That sounds
If
like
we're
cult
going off
behavior.
of your
Yeah.
standards here.
Mm-hmm.
Not when I'm right.
Wait a minute. Did you say right? Oh my gosh, right wing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
yep.
am.
I meant right
I mean,
wing.
there's a reason they call it the right wing.
Because the left wing doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Seems
You
like
got a weird
nobody
view on birds.
really cares about She-Hulk.
They oversimplify the topic. They use emotionally charged and loaded language that elicits animosity.
I don't do
every
that.
single day.
Yeah.
Oh my
all of that
God!
applies
What's
to
with the
his
bloody
videos.
hand?
So
Somebody put spaghetti sauce all over their hand. Just for
okay,
that
so
shot.
here's another thing that I think that he's not considering. Even if you made like a thumbnails that are like this, and you do rank in your videos, you're putting a lot. You just think that they're just people out there are just click and listen, and will do whatever they say. Like you must think people are just dumb. They're just this. I think it's projection on your part, actual fandom, that you just think that people just listen and they nod their heads to you. Like,
Yeah, it's not the fact that they simply listen to the video and listen out their points and agree with their point. No, they have to be simple minded and just agree with them. Even though that's
like-
most
But
that's probably
isn't that-
even though
like
that's
their
probably most
shape.
of your audience.
like like they're sheep or
Wake
something.
up, sheeple.
Yeah, it's like, in fact, they're bashing against a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and your response is, leave that multi-billion-dollar corporation alone.
This is how the alt-right and the far-right have successfully drawn regular people into their politics for
So if you're gonna put a label on them like that, you got to be able to prove that.
I love how one of the videos he includes in this combination is "Thank you, Stan Lee."
Uh-oh. Yeah, and also it's like, how dare we like America? It's so no.
several years now. This content is not age restricted.
They're using this character.
This content is not age restricted. Doesn't need to
Ugh.
be.
Well, yeah,
Sonic the Hedgehog
obviously.
destroys birds of-
only adults.
Wait a minute!
Should be watching far right Nazi content.
Sonic the Hedgehog
feel like
destroys
there's not a
Birds
lot
of Prey at the box office? Yeah? And?
Yeah, I remember that video actually. I did watch that video, and yeah, it was a fine video. It was very simple. It was just, hey, Sonic the Hedgehog's doing really good at the box office compared to Birds of Prey, and that was about it.
Okay. But I know it's like gaslighting to say, like, the wokies lose. It's like, okay. Wish they did. Because Birds of Prey, I hear, is a terrible movie. So
I've
whatever.
seen Birds of Prey. It is horribly written and just a fucking disaster.
I'll take your words on that. Because that's the thing I've heard too. Oh, look, there's Megan down there by the Avatar. Look at that. Look at that down there. Yeah.
I mean, all it says is Avatar
in a
2.
show no one cares about to get people excited about a show that no one cares about.
They keep using that line like haha, like it's a smoking gun of their defense.
It's a smoking gun.
All right.
Oh boy.
The more you dive into this, the more you realize what YouTube has done by allowing the algorithm to push these channels.
So, are you telling YouTube
Yeah,
to
this is a
to
censorship
deplatform?
video.
Yeah, it's like you.
Yeah, he wants these other guys to get punished.
Oh,
That's the point.
That's not.
This
Okay.
is not the, I think this is the first time he's done this, but what was it, a few months ago, if I remember right? That's when that thing went off on Twitter of a few other channels talked to YouTube or like made a petition to YouTube or something like that.
Yeah,
and
we
they
covered
wanted
that.
to get all
Yeah.
these people banned. Yeah.
Yes, they did. And here's the thing: you can't do that because if you're utter content creators, that's seen as a bias, and so like it makes you look like no, I'm just doing it because I'm concerned, not because they're in direct competition with me. Like it's
Yeah, actual fandom and organized chaos both mourned the failure of that. They were on board. They wanted
Oh,
all these people
absolutely.
to get banned.
Because here it's kind of funny. I remember Rags was like, no, I want you to stay for a long time. Like, because you're just you're a low cow. Like and I'm gonna milk you forever.
They've created a pipeline.
But like
they've created a pipeline. Everyone creates a pipeline. What's wrong with pipelines? Stop giving
Yeah, we have
pipelines a
Hassan
bad name.
Baker admitting that he's radicalizing people into far left politics. Like there are pipelines, they are out there. That doesn't
Yes.
mean we need to censor people.
No, censorship is a bad idea. Bless you.
And by
again.
the way, I don't think that saying She-Hulk really sucks like 20 times is a pipeline, just for the record.
No, he
just
definitely wants to get to the algorithm, which is everybody wants to do that.
It's just like She-Hulk's a very popular topic. He wants to talk about that topic and how much the show sucks and how much people aren't, because that's the thing. She-Hulk didn't get that much in terms of ratings on Disney Plus.
On the Nelson
In fact-
ratings, yes.
In fact, it got to the point where on the Marvel page on Disney Plus, you can see that She-Hulk was taken out of the picture of all these Marvel characters.
Who they put there instead? Daredevil.
So that's proof that people don't care enough for She-Hulk to fucking have her be included as this big character. That's proof right there.
It's kind of funny how like that's my catchphrase, but like it's speaking of Star Wars theory, he spoke the modder, and then instantly he became the enemy. It's.
I
I mean, I'm not
remember watching his first stream, like on his channel. The first time he talked to, I think it was Drinker and Mauler and Ryan at the same time.
Mhm.
They'd never
Yeah,
talked
Ryan.
before.
Stargrift,
And there was
right?
a lot of people in his chat that were like, yeah, Stargrift. And
Mhm.
there was a lot of people in the chat that were like, Theory, if you don't kick Drinker out, we're not gonna watch you anymore. And like in his from
That's how
Theory's
divisive these.
subscribers.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but like this is how divisive these people are. It's like you're either with us or against us. It's that binary.
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Yes, exactly. But they're that cartoonishly like white knighting. It's like, I'll protect you. It's like, all right, thanks. Oh yeah, I have the same feelings. Like I don't care much for Theory's content or anything, but like you know what? He comes on, he's a decent guy. You know.
I was actually a pretty big fan of his what would you call it? His like fan like stories that
Yeah.
he used to create back in when he first started his channel.
Fan fiction.
What if Anakin
Yeah,
like
fan fiction. Yeah. Like those videos, I actually quite like those videos, but then I sort of lost track of him for a few years. Then he came back. I'm like, oh yeah, it's this guy.
I liked his I watched one of his videos about what if Anakin went to go tell the Senate instead of telling Mace Windu. It's like
the guy has gotten into a little bit of shit because of his
Andor takes.
His take on a certain Andor episode that you can see spread around on Twitter, but I don't think that's enough for me to, turn on the guy or anything like that.
He holds Star Wars like sink or sink. Like of course he's going to have problems with that episode.
Yeah, he's going
Yeah,
he's
but,
going to have
Wow.
everybody in the world, no matter how good their takes may seem, they're always going to have one bad take, but it's not enough to really turn on a person, especially when they just talk to people and want to have a civil conversation, and everybody's like, well, they're talking with the people I don't like, so I can't follow this person.
Well, that's up to you.
One thing I've noticed about.
Go ahead. Sorry.
One thing I've noticed after watching Stargrift and comparing it to something else like on EFAP is that he's not as analytical as some of the other guys. So sometimes his comprehension of the material is a little more superficial than someone else. So there's not as much analysis or deeper level comprehension, but it's still fine content.
Oh yeah, because his lore knowledge, though,
But anyways,
I think makes up for that. So he's trying to connect it to Star Wars itself instead of a writing comprehension.
Yeah, but this was a discussion on
What's that?
YouTube and banning other creators, and that was a tangent on this.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what was what?
I don't know. I heard somebody like have a soap dispenser. I don't know. But
Oh no, that was me wiggling my mouse around. My screen went black, so.
Oh, okay. Wow, you have a loud mouse. So, anyways,
it's because the wire's tapping on the keyboard.
All right.
People who maybe just want to watch their favorite nerd content or just a simple movie review can easily be led to some pretty atrocious stuff.
Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh! Look, it's
this guy hates women.
And look at how much women are on here. Wow, look at that. Oh yeah, you're right. Actual Fandom hates women now. He's criticizing woman. Yeah.
Was it liberating or was it super liberating for you to say the N-word?
These channels give already.
Okay, that was clearly a joke, man. Fucking hell.
I would say super liberating.
Super liberating. It's like
I can't believe the quartering got me to laugh. That was kind of funny.
yeah. Well, on live streams, he's actually a lot more interesting. But yeah, he is dull. I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty dull. But I gotta love this. Trump speaks at Save America rally. Okay, what does that have to do with fandom?
Pretty bigoted people, the rhetoric to hide their true thoughts behind fandom.
Kind of like this guy. He says it.
Oh, the quartering's Trump.
So we're gonna be talking about how this guy said this thing that I think is bigoted. Anyways, here's Trump. I hate this guy. And so back to this guy.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Here's the thing. I really hate Trump.
I fucking hate Trump.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of reminds me of political indoctrination.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, it's kind of like monkey brain activates. He sees stimuli and he has the same reaction.
You say it now? The nigger word? Yeah. Oh God.
Those who otherwise might not be hateful.
It's kind of funny how like 2 syllables make you the world's worst person. Like, it really doesn't. You guys need to chill out.
It depends on how they use it.
I disagree, but
yeah, it's not about.
It's well,
it's not
actually,
about what you say or how you say.
Well,
It's
no,
about what you.
It's about what the
If
intent
somebody-
is. Yes.
If somebody actually says it in like a hateful way of like this fucking, and
Yep.
then they say it, it's like yeah, you obviously have the right to criticize that person. But if they're just saying it as like a light joke or something like that, I don't think it's something to really get like super fucking
Up
hyped
in
up
arms.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get don't fling your arms around wildly, but like. I think it's any
don't
other
really.
slur or any other bad word. It's like if used in certain ways, it's like you're being deliberately hurtful. You need to stop. It's like
It molds their views because they actually think that they're just being
I'm
watched.
moving
he
on.
actually
In
is
the Little
Trump.
Mermaid trailer.
he actually.
Yeah,
is
I mean,
Trump.
I think we all remember when Trump went on TV and said the N-word, right?
I know Boogie did.
What is even the context of him saying that?
I don't
is he
even
saying it
know.
in a hateful? Is he saying it in a hateful way? I don't fucking know because he's not showing the full clip. He's
Frog
just
out,
going.
you frog out.
Cherry
frog out,
pick.
You sweet summer child. You can't say a racist word in a non-racist context.
I could see it like
you are a racist if you say it.
I could
Like,
see Randy Marsh
you are
now.
being racist.
Randy Marsh being on Wheel of Fortune.
The prompt was people
Little
who annoy you.
racist backlash of Little Mermaid and Lord of the Rings is exhausting, extremely predictable. Oh,
Lord
okay.
of the Rings and the Little Mermaid are just the largest,
for one
or
thing,
latest targets of racist fans.
Get that word outside your mouth, okay? It's not the Lord of the Rings; it's the Rings of Power.
It's the Rings of Power. Simple as that.
News about backlash to her being cast with a black actress.
The little motherfucking mermaid. Oh, that's hilarious.
That's really
I love that.
good. I love it.
All right. Okay.
That's a good thumbnail. I approve.
That's driven by these guys. Anytime a Marvel movie comes out, these people will say MCU.
Well, yeah. Why do they say that?
As if to say that somehow women are taking over and therefore ruining it.
I
It's
mean,
more so just
correlation
constantly-
doesn't mean causation, but like it seems to
it's
be a
more-
pattern at this point.
It's more so just constantly adding, constantly replacing, with just these female characters who most of them don't have that much depth or are extremely annoying and fucking infuriating to deal with on a writing level. It's nothing to do with the fact that they're women. It's more so just that they're really poorly fucking written a lot of the time, and Marvel is pushing these into the cast of the MCU characters constantly,
Mhm.
and that's why they say MCU is because it's forced, and a lot of them are really poorly written characters. Now, if you had a lot of these characters who are really well written and weren't obnoxious to deal with, we wouldn't be
singing a
that
different tune. Yeah.
yeah, we'd be singing a different tune at that point. But people don't actually they see these statements of it's because of writing and stuff like that. They see that as sort of like a pretend shield. They don't actually believe that we think that. They believe other reasons. Well, what aligns with their opinions, basically.
Let's see. It's like, well, even if they were written well and weren't annoying and all that stuff, I would still notice. I just wouldn't care. Like, I notice these things because there is a pattern going on, and it's like, oh, well, I just don't care because, it's just that, well, at least they're written well, but then it's like, the other side of the fandom thing, the reason why you're saying they're anti-fandom is because, well, there's an established character in the comics. He is this race, ethnicity, and he has all these things about him. What are you going to do to him? Well, we're going to replace him with the opposite skin color. And make him completely different. Oh.
Just letting you guys know, Shep had to do something, so he had to hop out.
Okay. I didn't even notice, I'm sorry. Alright.
Oh, this is the reporter that wrote the article, Vox.
Oh, Vox? No wonder.
Romano.
Well, I can't trust Vox. I'm sorry, but that's it. They align too much with what you're trying to say. Like,
yeah,
it's unreliable. It's Vox.
But it's a win.
Obi-Wan Kenobi show and the recent Lord of the Rings shows.
Okay, so what was with Obi-Wan? Oh, that's right. I remember.
Data studies connected that backlash.
Oh, look.
Studies.
Rewriting Ripley.
Studies. Did this motherfucker actually say studies?
This is an article.
This isn't studying.
Twitter analysis shows YouTubers at Center of Racist Harassment Against Rings of Power cast. What's that have to do with Obi-Wan?
No, he's trying to call the Twitter analysis a study.
Oh God.
That backlash to these YouTube channels. And we're not saying that anyone who doesn't like these things is a far-right lunatic.
Yes, you are.
Well,
like,
you liar.
That's what it comes to. Like, what if you're a fan of it? And okay, so what if you're a fan of Rings of Power and then they do something you don't like, and you call it out for doing the wrong things? Congratulations, you're now an anti-fan now. We hate you. I'm not reading the article.
Oh, but much of the narratives, often established about a show or a movie long before it even comes out, clearly gets pushed with coordination and intent.
Okay, so, but were they wrong? No? Then what's the problem?
Coordination between YouTubers. Elaborate. Unlike the Fandom Initiative, a correlation of YouTubers who coordinate.
Wow.
Relentless racism, threats, harassment.
We don't believe that everyone who likes this content is like a slobbering neo-Nazi. And that's the really sinister part of it.
Gamers, I have black friends right now.
The content.
Well, you know the reason why they have to do that is because you people are doing this right now. Like,
but no, we're not actually calling.
And plus, they were having fun with it. It seems like they're just doing it to troll you. You see, here's the thing about trolling: it works on you because you take everything as on the nose. Like jokes, for example, if they joke about something, that means they're racist. It's like, no, they're joking. If they troll you and they're having fun, it works because of that reason.
It grabs hold of people and weaponizes their biases, and in many cases,
Uh-oh!
they don't realize.
Look at them! First, alt-right individuals who have already radicalized the organization and movements such as Gamergate, Comicsgate, a stout platform on YouTube. They sit spaces highly. I just want to get to the Mulder part. Hold on, wait, hold on. They ignite fear and viewer's loss. So some YouTubers, including the Quartering, especially refer to this as like the battle for culture. I went all 2,000. I can't even read that. Who? Oh, who?
that they're parroting extremist rhetoric. This type of foot endorsed.
Why is Modder a far right YouTuber? How?
Because they didn't like the show he didn't like. That doesn't make him
Oh,
far right,
right.
but it makes him pretty far right.
Xanderhall, man. I forgot, man. He really likes that dragon and that griffin fighting. Oh, man. Thank God.
Indoctrination has been responsible for some historically tragic outcomes. Representation of anything except
Hold
white
on.
men-
Historically tragic outcomes, including calling out BLM for having their owners buy mansions instead of donating to the victims' families.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, that was a hard time for me online. Because I was like, I felt very alienated. Let's just say that I had to take a break from the internet. I feel attacked. As a slobbering neo-Nazi, I feel attacked. Does he,
is framed as an attack on white men, which primes unaware people for toxicity online at best, and at worst.
Oh my gosh. Being part of these fans means like, hey, you supported the riot. January 6th hearing. I don't even care.
Action offline.
Like,
the man who attacked Paul Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi's husband, was deeply into anti-fandom circles.
Drop the hammer.
The dude was also completely insane.
well, Pelosi's also, this is part of Reddit. Am I supposed to believe Reddit now?
Hold on.
Yeah?
I just came back.
Oh. Okay.
I just noticed
That's a
something.
good point.
I want to make a connection here.
Yeah?
A very clever connection. Because this has happened before. So, they don't like this guy who attacked Pelosi, right? Which is fine.
No. No, that, yeah.
Violence.
I don't
But
think
then they
anyone should
say,
attack
oh,
anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then he is part of this fandom. And someone else made that connection years ago. There was a psychiatrist in the golden age of comics who was studying inmates of prison. And then they discovered a lot of these inmates and criminals read comic books. Therefore, comic books are bad. And that was like the direct cause for the end of the golden age of comics, because it actually became a part of the zeitgeist that we need to put a limit on comic books and people should stop reading them. And so this happened before.
Well, it's about like there are connections to be made with certain things, but it's never about which forums they access when it comes to their entertainment. It's always about the access that they have with their political groups. And I guess they're trying to connect that with the Fandom Menace. And I'm like, you know how many people are in that thing? Millions, probably. And the Fandom Menace has been.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, I was about
If Hammer Guy was like super into geeks and gamers, wouldn't he go after the lady who ran Lucasfilms?
Kathleen Kennedy?
Yeah, this seems like a crazy guy who happened to also enjoy this other thing.
Well, they're trying to make this is their political thing now, which is like, all right, Techers, conspiracy theorists. Oh, it's a conspiracy theorist already. Like, I don't. Again, I think this own statement defeats itself because conspiracy theorist who cites geeks and gamers, which means he could be lying. And here's the thing: this person right here could be lying too. Like, you got one comment from a Reddit post, and you put that up as gospel. Good job.
Wait, yeah, and this Reddit post, it says cites geeks and gamers and quartering like propaganda. So propaganda like geeks and gamers and quartering. So this Reddit post doesn't even directly say it was them.
Yeah, it's that's what I mean. It's conspiracy theorist. Yeah, what do you want? This is dumb.
What is going on right now?
Am I saying that they inspired his violence? No. But
then why don't you put it on screen and act like it did? Like, this is getting more and more.
He just used the butt.
When the rhetoric
No, I'm
is
not
spewed
saying this, but
Yeah, he's using the slippery slope language of the defense shield of, in my opinion.
online is identical to the Fandom Menace and Comicsgates and various other satellite groups. When he shares their
The Conscript movement isn't defending free speech, but my gosh, he just finds any, like, and also these are just titles. Like, I don't care. Like, anyone can put up a, like, there are so many, like, you understand why these news sites are dying, like just online news, because like they don't get the clicks. So how do you get clicks? Well, you make the most inflammatory title you can. It's literally clickbait.
content to
Can we go
justify
back a couple of seconds?
Sure.
Because I didn't catch everything you said.
I'm sorry. What?
No, I just didn't hear everything he said because we were
Okay.
talking over it. So it just asked if we could go back a little bit.
But when the rhetoric he spewed online is identical to the Fandom Menace and Comicsgates and various other satellite groups, when he shares their content to justify openly hateful ideas about media, there's no denying it plays a role.
Motherfucker, you better look outside. You better look out January.
that's the Salon writer, by the way. One of those is for fun.
One of those what?
One of the article on the bottom of Washington Post, the top one where he doesn't say where it came from, that came from Salon.
That fucking door open.
Right-wing media has pushed the narrative that anyone who
Okay.
acknowledges gay or trans people existing and simply think they
Why the moral panic over grooming is so effective at manipulating the right-wing mind. What in the world?
they
What?
should be treated equally is a groomer.
The real conversion therapy that happens in our world today is the kind.
What does it have to do with fandom now? It's just,
Okay, so this is about trans kids, so he's already fucking misinterpreting. And
Yeah.
I don't even like this guy.
Didn't he,
This is Matt Walsh. Yeah, this dude's a fucking weirdo. I do not like this guy. I don't agree with him. But he just said anybody who says that gay and trans should exist, and then it cuts this guy talking about minors and trans stuff. That is
Yep.
a very different
this
story.
we've stepped into another arena. Like we've stepped into like multiple arenas already, and it feels like, man, I feel like I'm being led in circles. Like
I'm just trying to understand what is the point that Fandom is trying to make here.
Yeah, I'm getting a little
Because
lost
he
in the
said
sauce
that
myself.
the guy who attacked, the guy who attacked Pelosi's husband was also following these blogs, and then he also shared some of the rhetoric that they used,
Mhm.
and then he also shared a joke meme about killing Kathleen Kennedy, and so
Oh, no,
therefore
that was us.
these blogs, yeah. Hold
But
on.
like, sorry. Why moral panic? I don't know. This is weird. Like, there's so many cited things that they just grabbed a bunch of titles. It's really weird. Oh no, I'm not a fan of Matt Walsh either. But like, when the dude comes to play, he actually does. Like when he's really prepared. What are we doing? What's going on?
Now I think we just agreed that we could not follow the leap
Oh,
from
yeah, that's why.
disliking the fake fans are alt-right and therefore they hate trans people. I think
Yeah,
that's the leap
it's
they
weird.
made.
It's like if you're part of this fandom, you're also. It's like you need to get out of it quickly, or else you'll be converted. I think it's this point.
Existing and simply think they should be treated equally is a groomer.
The real conversion therapy that happens in our world today is the kind where a child is converted into LGBT.
And that notion in a
Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing. Cutter DeSanta, soft-spoken, label sex ed bill, opponents, groomers. Well, that isn't that the not say gay bill? Which is not what it's called.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like the family rights something or another.
Yes.
in a short amount of time rose up online to be everywhere.
They're just evil. They're bad people. And they want to groom kids.
It's based on nothing. It's based on nothing but just disgusting bias and prejudice.
Okay, so one thing, Rags is not a right winger. In fact, I don't. Neither is Mahler. I don't think Nerdrotic is either. He's not a right winger. He's definitely classical liberal.
And Drinker is Scottish.
Yes, he is. Here's the thing. Why do you need to know their political outlook on things when it covers media in the first place? It's just such a who cares? Like, listen to what they're saying. Who cares?
Nerdrotic
Also,
does
now
stream
this.
on Rumble sometimes.
Oh my.
And he covers politics. So
yeah.
I think Nerdrotic is right wing.
Nah.
At least
I think it's
vaguely
just classical
supports
liberal.
Trump.
I don't think it's classical liberal, and they've been pushed to a position where he has to be more conservative. At least that's how it feels to me. But hey, Lex is libertarian. Yeah. I think so too.
Libertarian right. That makes sense.
I think so. But then again, I don't really. This shouldn't be a conversation topic, but they've made it one.
Yeah, right
That's the
versus left isn't good or bad. It's a separate thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I just want to point out, like, he probably is right wing. I don't think it matters, but he
Mhm.
probably is.
And then it's like you start seeing like now this liberals are grooming kids to be LGBT. I'm like, wow, now this, which is a I forget what they are like.
But it's used to dehumanize queer people. These channels use that rhetoric too.
Well, listen, buddy. Do you see the contrast of what you're doing? Like you saying that now. What do you think now this is doing? They're using clickbait to get you to say like, look what the GOP is nuts, guys. They're just not doing it. But they're stealth. Here's the thing about those thumbnails Nerdrotic does. He's not lying to you with the thumbnails. He really does think these things. That's what you really don't like about it, is that they're outspoken about these things. I think that's what it all comes down to.
The father of the man responsible for the shooting of Club Q in Colorado reportedly was
What does it have to do with anti-fandom? Why are we here? Okay,
At least his son wasn't gay. And that case becomes worse when you see right-wing media figures falsely accuse the victims of Club Q being groomers and thus justify the terrible action the shooter committed there.
And this is why you can't criticize Star Wars.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see what they have to say.
That same exact notion is extremely common in fan spaces on YouTube. You probably know who Alex...
Wait, there's no quote from them? What?
No.
How are we connecting this to them? Just because, like, I think
it's because one guy.
For goodness
It's because
sakes.
one guy who attacked Pelosi's husband was also agreed with some of their takes. I think that's the connection here.
Yeah, it's like we're going on back then, but then it's like you don't have a quote with them about that one. Like, I think this is just a anti-right wing, like, attack video. Like, they gone.
Winter is, or at least his character Bill S. Preston Esquire.
I'm Bill.
He's got a documentary coming out in June called The YouTube Effect, about just this phenomenon. The trailer calls this current era the misinformation apocalypse and promises to explore right-wing radicalization on the platform.
I don't agree that it is just a reflection of society. It's changed society.
If we don't figure out this problem, we're gonna lose what it means to be human.
There's a
Wow. Calm down, dude. So you want the right people in charge. All right.
I feel like there's probably a point to be made for that, but it goes both ways, left and right. Where algorithms and content creators can push people in either direction politically, and because it's online, it's a new forum, and
Look at this.
But yeah, whatever.
Look at this in plain
This
sight.
is something else.
How white supremacy, misogyny, and hate target Star Wars sequel trilogy and won. We won, guys. We won. Twitter analysis shows YouTuber. Yeah. It's like, I don't think there were.
You were saying something.
I'm just gonna move on.
A podcast and a series of investigative reports by a group called Rewriting Ripley, including timeline and data studies, showing the direct links from the fandom menace to far-right media. And when I say far-right, I mean white nationalism, QAnon, open calls for the...
Jordan Peterson.
Really?
Really?
The deaths of LGBT people. We're not just some...
Deaths? I've never heard Jordan Peterson say he wanted to kill LGBT people, ever. Never have heard it. I think you're lying. Horseshoe theory's a thing. Yes, sir.
Wait. Alex Jones, is he like actually credible? Like
no.
A trustworthy
never
source?
been
All
wrong.
I see about him is memes and screaming about frogs being gay, or he's
Yeah.
on Joe Rogan and admits he's retarded. I've never seen him in anything real.
Like-
I only see memes with him.
It's
Like-
man, it's just crazy because like Joe Rogan would be on this list like nowadays. It's like, criminy Christmas. Just calm down.
clickbaiting YouTubers trying to create sensation.
I saw that.
These are facts, and they have a serious influence. We've taken the initiative to try to get people to see the truth in front of our faces.
Bunch of left-wing nut jobs that have to infiltrate every aspect of your life and your business. They need to know what kind of
Want politics out of entertainment. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Their channels are about pointing out when that happens. And then they yell about it.
food you eat.
You're trying to make a gotcha about how they're doing it. Like, haha, you want politics out of entertainment, but aren't you entertainment that's also about politics? Haha, gotcha.
They need to determine what type of
These channels are saying
need to determine who you vote.
Anything to the left
Media.
of MAGA. Oh.
Okay, never mind. What I said was a little bit reasonable, and then he dropped the hammer with that
And
second
it's kind of
sentence.
funny. It's like I remember the quote of like anything left of Karl Marx. Anything right of Karl Marx. I'm sorry. So it's like this is that version of it. I'm sure there is, but it's like, oh well.
For they need to determine how you raise your kids. They need to determine what you put into your body. Fuck these left-wing people.
What's wrong with that? Turf Nation. That's just something you should never call yourself as a channel. It just
These channels aren't actually fan channels upset about politics in their movies.
How much does the Blaze pay you?
Blaze doesn't pay me that much. I'm only a video contributor. I only show up every once or twice at the most a week.
I mean, you got your
That's how much-
picture.
it's real that these simple colleagues want to prove it.
You
Oh
got your
yeah.
picture on the wall. You must do something for them.
Yeah, because I'm a video contributor. Why wouldn't my picture be on the wall?
They're political
Okay, what he said is not a lie. You didn't catch him in anything. What's this supposed to prove?
channels using movies and fandom to propagate misinformation and hate.
How's that misinformation and how's that hate?
Don't let their outward persona of being passionate fans who are simply upset with the current treatment of beloved franchises fool.
What's wrong with saying a fruit? Like, okay. Hello? anyone there?
I am fruitphobic.
Fruitphobic.
Oh yeah, I'm here. I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else is here or not. Like, I think everyone's batteries are
I
getting
think
drained.
Fargo's just muted.
All right, I'm sure he's dealing with something.
Fool you. These people are not fans, and it's time to expose them for what they are. Dangerous.
Dangerous? Their
Oh,
opinions
that's cute
can
music
harm
you
you.
put to that.
Their opinions can harm you, guys. So, if that's the case, can your opinions harm other people? If that's the thing. It's if their
was
thoughts
definitely-
can harm you, then what about yours? Like,
I was definitely hurt when I watched Obi-Wan.
yeah, but
That was harmful.
Yeah, but if you say anything negative about it, you're gonna harm people. Freaking, you have this soft-spoken guy right here. He's like, "You found me in the forest again. I'm gonna tell you how bad these people are. Hang on."
Wow, I was gone for how long, and we're only 13 minutes in. Fucking hell.
Yep.
But we can't do this alone. However, we know that taking a stand.
Join my Patreon.
We can't do this alone, as it shows a gun.
I didn't realize
What the fuck are you trying to say?
This is a confusing message because
He's trying to say that something dangerous. You know, don't think about it too hard. It's okay.
well, they said like their message is dangerous. Like
He says we need to put an end to this as he shows a fucking gun.
Captain Marvel officially a disaster. Yeah, this is what right wing say. Like, all right.
This is what those people say.
Thing to do. Each and every one of us has faced our fair share of kickback. Our videos often get bombarded with dislikes, get hate.
Oh, I wonder why that is. Is it a bot farm, or is it because your videos suck? Like,
wow, so people, yeah.
Look at the title of your video.
People who bombard these people with hate comments and dislikes and all these things just because you know they have. Just because these people have a certain opinion. Oh, by the way, these people aren't related. I'm talking about the Acolyte Defenders.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, or it's like you know, people sent death threats to Disney on Twitter because they canceled the Acolyte. So are those fans?
They literally went to fucking YouTube to make sure people lost their channels because they disliked the Acolyte.
Yes, so it's like, I'm sorry, but you guys have no moral high ground. In fact, Obi-Wan is like, you can't even try it. No, you're all the way down there.
Hate comments, and we see the same disgusting rhetoric that the anti-fandom channels use get recycled.
I love the broad use of that term too, because they've never explained it.
Also, I just want to say I'm
Thank
sorry
you,
that
Stanley.
Sorry. I'm sorry that I've been in and out.
No, it's fine.
I have some stuff that I had to deal with. That's all.
Over and over and over again.
Kill yourself.
Valid.
And
So when you actually have the context of Rags, when he says that, it's a joke. All right, he doesn't actually mean kill yourself.
Go back.
And Minecraft. Oh, that was perfect too.
Can we
Because
kill that
after
again?
that guy talks, it's like, shut up. It's like, you're not allowed to say that, but he says it for us.
recycled over and over and over again.
Kill yourself.
Valid.
And while comments like these don't affect me personally,
He cut Motter off. Why'd he cut Motter off?
because perhaps I am a masochist, I understand that content creators don't want to be subject to this kind of harassment and hate.
Look at this, like, art film now. It's like, I can't take it. This storm of crap coming my way. It's like, maybe you shouldn't be in a video with the guy who says these fans are actual political predators and craps on their favorite creators, calling them harmful, mischievous, and infamous. Like,
However, I ask you this. Do you truly care about the fandoms that you're a part of? Do you truly care about movies, TV shows, video games, and other media? And do you care about honest and respectful media criticism and maintaining...
Well, what?
Oh, you want to talk about fucking honesty? All right. So remember at the beginning of this video where actual fandom says don't harass any of these people unless specifically told?
Yeah.
To be fair, when he said unless specifically told, that was the start of a second paragraph. I don't think it was intended to be related. It was just hilarious timing.
Yeah,
it's just really weird how like honest criticism. So okay, imagine
honest criticism.
Okay, there's two people, right? One of them is right wing, one of them's left wing, and they both say the same thing about a product. Who do you believe? It doesn't matter because they both are saying very similar things. But they'll still come out of it with different lenses, and they're both interesting to sort of talk about. And it's not because of their left and right wings, whatever. It's because they're two different people, and they'll have different information, like, and then you get to talk and have a conversation. Not everything is about politics.
Open spaces where fans can share their passions with each other without having to deal with...
You're trying to stop them! You literally said that you want to move off the platform. You're trying to stop fans from actually doing what they want to do. Like, and even if you don't like them, they're still fans. You can't say they're not. Sorry, I'm really kind of heated.
with man babies who cry woke at everything. If the answer is yes,
Man
then I ask
babies.
you to not stand idly by and watch as fandoms are ripped apart, and watch buzzwords like...
What do you mean ripped apart? How have they ripped apart? Like, aren't you the other side of that coin that's ripping it apart? How are you not contributing? Leave well enough alone then. Like, why do you have to respond?
woke be misused to build resentment towards minorities and progressive social movements, all while being disguised as...
Okay, what if that progressive social movement said, like, you have to sacrifice your firstborn? Would you be against it or not? But that's not realistic. Yeah, I know, it's called a hypothetical. I know it's tough.
What if the progressive social movement was injected into the story in a way that got in the way of characters and plot, and it fucked up the writing?
Okay, whoa. For one thing, that never happens. Okay? Calm down.
And
Like-
if it did, it's a good thing.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you got your win, okay? It's always funny how, like, Organized Chaos says we get a win. It's like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean a win? It's kind of funny how they say they don't want fandoms to be splintered, but then they'll say, come to our side. It's like, there are sides now? That sounds like someone trying to divide people.
as valid media criticism. The people who listen to anti-fandom channels are getting trained to believe that woke is bad, and woke is anything non-white, non-heterosexual,
Isn't that kind of true, though? Isn't that kind of true?
No. No, hold on.
Yeah, but now we go back to the other problem of the word woke being used so many times that that we don't have a unified
I think
definition.
this is finally their definition.
Go
He's
ahead,
saying
Master
that
Packets.
woke means anything with a black person in it, and woke is bad. And these people are saying woke is bad. And on screen, you have two black guys, and one of them, his biggest disagreement with the fandom initiative is that he doesn't like token black characters.
That's also true.
It's like you fucking piece of shit. It's like anything that's non-white.
Also, there's
Really?
a woman.
Why do people like Blade then? Why are there so many people who are like, no, it's not gonna beat Wesley Snipes' Blade no matter what you do with the new Blade movie? It's like really. So you want to say non-white? All right, fuck off. Then non-heterosexual. really. So Buffy. I haven't even fucking seen Buffy, but I know Falco and a lot of other people of this community, even the geeks and gamers community. There are some who watch Buffy, really like Buffy. Apparently, that has
Mahler
non-hetero-
loves Buffy.
Yeah, Mahler fucking loves Buffy. So how are you going to argue that? It's just, there are things that fucking people like that aren't just white or heterosexual or stuff like that. It just
Reflect their
depends
skin
on how
color.
it's done.
Mhm.
Fuck off, man.
It's not just like I like it because it reflects my skin color. It reminds me of that Black Panther sort of it was a poster and these four guys were looking at it. It's this video and they're like, this is how white people feel all the time. They feel their representation. Like, oh my god!
One of my favorite characters in fiction is Jules from Pulp Fiction, who is not a fucking white person.
So Charles Gunn, Angel, if you know who he is, he's awesome. He comes from the hood and he hunts vampires.
And woke is anything non-white, non-heterosexual, non-cisgender, and non-traditional gender roles.
Hey, yeah, all right, let's make fun of these weirdos. Just a show for a bunch of lesbians. That's the only appeal that it has. That obviously just put in a position because of her status. She's one of those typical pronoun brigade weirdos, puts some mental illnesses and all that shit in there.
Oh, dude, that's really true though. But it's kind of funny that like I've went on the Twitter and it's like nothing but hashtags, and I'm like, holy crap, dude, calm down with your hashtags. This does happen, and they have proof.
So by putting this clip as saying that they just don't like anybody who's not heterosexual, they are implying that if you aren't heterosexual, it is like the norm for you to be everything that he just described. So that's their view, I guess.
Guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna head out. It's,
all right.
It's almost 2:00 where I am.
Okay.
I'm a little bit tired.
Well,
All right.
thanks for coming on, man. You were great.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Relix.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Have a good one.
And AF killed another. We lost 2 soldiers. That's okay. We're in it to win it, guys. I have no time limit. I know it's a long one. Yeah, Charles Gunn is freaking great, dude. Like, so good.
20 minutes, I said. This will be short, I said.
She doubled down.
So not only that, he's talking about the force part that he
Yeah.
doesn't like. It's like because if you don't know, like a lot of people in comic books get their positions and write character because there's a character they need writing for that's represented by a queer character, so they get a queer person to write it. It's like, yeah, like of course, because they think that if they have life experience with that, then they can put that into the writing, which is not true, because your life experiences or what you're doing, like, it's not necessarily going to transfer just because you are that. Like,
on this idea that Vixen was gay. They seem to write these gay characters as predators all the time.
This is a problem that will keep rising if we
Jesus Christ.
well, here's the thing. I don't know the context of it. He cut it out.
Okay, from the only context that I fucking got from this clip, he didn't say gay people in general are bad.
They seem
He
to
didn't say
write
that.
these gay characters, is what he said.
Yeah. It's just like he didn't fucking say that the whole thing as a group is bad. So by the context that you showed, it proves you wrong. So get fucked.
Yeah, what he was saying is that they keep writing these gay characters as bad, harmful stereotypes. That's what he was saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
But like,
It was just funny the way he said it.
yeah, well, it's like if it gives you that sort of vibes, it's like, well, he's allowed to say that. Yeah. All right.
the fight. This pipeline for insanity all begins with seemingly simple media critics like the Critical Drinker, Nerdrotic.
He's far right. Freaking a nerd, critical drinker. I don't know. I don't even care what his politics are.
Geeks and Gamers, Ryan Kinnell, Mauler, Ethan Van Sciver.
Okay, Mahler's right wing, people. We got him, ladies and gentlemen.
No, not right
We got
wing,
him.
far right.
Far right, yeah. Mahler. Oh my gosh.
Eric July, and many, many more. And I hate
Of
to
course,
say it, but
Rags.
the Honest Critic has lost this round. Even
Honest Critic. Listen, dude. Let me tell you
Honest
something
Critics.
about Cisco and Ebert, okay? They didn't give a crap that much about writing. They really went for the, wow, that looks good. They loved eye candy. They loved it. That's why they gave Phantom Menace like a 3 out of 4 stars. Like, because it looked good to them.
if these popular channels get shut down, they'll be laughing all the way to the bank. They've made their money, and that is likely all they care about because evidence supports that these anti-fandom critics are simply grifters exploiting the algorithm to make money.
So where's your proof?
What evidence?
So where's your proof that they make money? They make lots of money because their channels are huge?
Yeah, Twitter analysis that says that other people say things similar to them. That's mean. That's proof that
Drunk
they're
3
grifters,
people.
I
Wow,
guess.
like there's a lot of these people though. It's like, like, I'm sorry, but when I give money to one of my creators, do you really think I care that they make a lot of money? No, I don't. I support them because I want to. You act like I'm a sheep. Stop treating me like I'm dumb. How is more? Yeah, exactly. There's no such thing. It's like I don't even know the politics of Mahler, but if I had to pin him, I'd say he's classical liberal because he has the freedom speech, advocacy. He doesn't judge people that much. He's very easygoing and about all kinds of stuff. Pretty moral guy from what I can tell. But like, far right ain't one of them.
Not to sound like a dick, but I just don't care. I mean, there's 400 people watching this stream. If one of them knows my name now that didn't know it before, it's a success for me. At the end of the day,
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, if everyone knows her name, like, isn't that a success? Like, yeah, that is a success. And they're kind of the they're watching EFAP right now.
Dishonest.
Yeah, it doesn't make it dishonest. They're watching EFAP right now.
I have tried to build Geeks and Gamers by doing it the structured way, the methodical way, the think it out, prep it, take notes,
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with what he's saying?
He said taking notes. The dude had a fucking heart attack.
I know, he's like, you take notes? What? He did a double take.
think about everything you're gonna say, and it fucking failed miserably on me. The day that I started doing what I'm doing right now, which is what you're having a problem with, is the day that I started becoming successful.
Well, yeah, you become successful.
I can tell you right now what
All
he's
right.
talking about, and I don't even remember this stream. It's turn on the camera, spit out your feelings. When people watch it, they get your feelings. They don't get the robotic talking voice of a script. That's what he's talking about. This is not proof that he's being dishonest.
Yeah, I mean, Rags does bullet points. Like he doesn't really write a script. He gets off bullet points and expands on it, and then he just goes down the list as he does his response videos. And I'm like, your process is your process. It doesn't really matter what it is, if it works for you.
Yeah.
That wasn't proof.
Why do you feel the need to call it out all the time?
Call what out?
Representation in media.
What do you mean call it out? Like what is
You make what is the problem with Miles Morales?
tokenization? That's it. That's simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? I don't like tokenization either.
Me and a guy named Mook, we have a bunch of conversations about Miles Morales. We very much like him in the Spider-Verse movies, but as far as everything else, he feels tokenized because they don't do much with him in terms of making him that different from Peter Parker's troubles.
Well, that's-
and
Oh. to be fair, that was kind of the problem with oh crap, I forgot his name already. But the other Spider-Man that was supposed to succeed him, it's like, well, we need to make sure he has troubles, just like Peter Parker. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, we need to, and he needs to have a girlfriend, like Peter Parker, like David Riley, that's his name, and like, and he felt the same, and they just and then Peter Parker came back. It's like, huh. Sorry.
Yeah. Like he's not calling out representation in general. He's just calling out
tokenization.
He's calling out tokenization.
Well, to be fair,
he writes a comic book featuring a black main character, so he's not against representation. What the fuck is this argument?
Oh yeah, that's what Eric July calls us out later on in the debate, and he says like,
well, that's not going to show up on the clip because that doesn't. I mean, this doesn't look good, but that would. Look
oh,
even
of course
worse.
not. It's like, yeah, he doesn't like being represented this badly, and plus, he says like, the reason why Miles Morales is the way he is because he's supposed to represent the current leader of Marvel Comics. It's like, oh, so he's literally a forced-in representation. All right.
I have a long form video explaining exactly what I mean when I say tokenization, and we're talking about race, sexuality.
He's not even paying attention. He's looking around.
What a fucking prick.
Also, he did buy ISOM #1 as well. He has it.
And gender swaps pertaining to these characters.
Not what tokenization means at all. Well, that's what he means. He gave you his definition. I'm sorry, but Webster or the
that
dictionary...
wasn't even the full definition.
Yeah.
Because he describes tokenization as a race swap for no other reason than to have a black person in there, not to represent, like, a black person who's not an original character. You take an original character, you make a black version. That's what he sees tokenization as.
Yeah, because
Ben
that
Riley,
kind of
thank
makes sense. That kind of makes sense in the sense of, yeah, you made this character black just to be black. That you are basically putting in a token black character.
That's the joke in South Park.
I watched this debate.
His name
That's
is Token.
what he says it is.
Yes. And none of that, he has to keep, because Organized Chaos like thinks he needs the win. So he has to circle back to it all the time. Like it's infuriating.
Out of curiosity, Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah.
What about him?
What would you define him as?
I define everybody that's not Peter Parker as an unoriginal Peter Parker.
So if you up and depicted a black Batman, you're going to get some backlash. And yeah, some characters have been written decently that are of different races and have suited up in the suit of a hero or a version of that hero. One of the more obvious is Miles Morales as Spider-Man.
One of the more obvious is Miles Morales as Spider-Man.
Okay, so this was all the way back in 2018, many years before. Do you not think people can change their mind? Like, are they not allowed to say something different?
Well, the thing is, though, he can still think those things from back then and still call them tokens. A good written character, it can still be tokenized. Like, that's the whole point of the South Park character, Token.
I don't think he's being a fucking hypocrite.
No, I don't think so either.
He thinks differently now. It's that fucking simple.
And I don't know if this is even proof. I just don't know.
Most of these types of efforts are forced, corny, and lazy, but at least Miles Morales has his own background.
I define everybody that's not Peter Parker as an unoriginal Peter Parker.
Also,
yes, he is unoriginal. He did say that. He's unoriginal.
Just simply making Peter Parker a black guy. But Miles is an exception, make no mistake.
So, do you like Miles Morales then?
No.
They don't.
Well, he probably doesn't like Miles now.
Okay, so good faith. I'm like, okay, he did actually count him into contradiction. At least, I'm sorry, but this is the best part of the video right now. He actually did the research.
Yeah, I look. It's great that he did research, but still, he's not thinking about what Ripper thought at the time.
What about good faith representation? Yeah, it's like this isn't. I don't know because I can't because all the other stuff you're doing is so lazy and not even in context. So I'm like, what am I missing? You know. So it goes against you to be this way.
Hold on, can you rewind to the date of that video?
Okay.
I just need you to
Hold on, let me.
You're going to get some backlash.
Out of curiosity, Miguel O'Hara.
Okay, let's see.
What about him?
What would you define him as?
I define everybody that's not Peter Parker as an unoriginal Peter Parker.
Oh, 4 years ago.
Isn't that fucking curious?
Okay.
He said he liked Miles Morales on the month.
I think that's in the debate too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. December 14th, 2018 was when Into the Spider-Verse released. And everybody became a fan of Miles because that movie did a fucking fantastic version of Miles Morales. Isn't that curious that you didn't even think about why he would say it at the time this was said?
That's also true. I just don't believe him.
This is why I don't really agree with this point that much. That he's a hypocrite. It's like, not really. It's just what he thought at the time. Because at the time this came out.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree, but it's definitely a good point.
I mean, for example, I was a huge fan of Miles Morales after that film came out. But then when I started seeing more Miles content that wasn't Spider-Verse, and I saw what they were doing in like the comics and in the video game, I started to really sour to this character of what he's being represented as in these other pieces of material.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Marvel Cinematic Universe at their Endgame. It's like it took me a while for me to sour on the whole thing. Like, even though I was out, I still wanted to be like, okay, let's see it. Let's see what happens. And then, like, it went down. It kept going downhill. So my opinion changed over 4 years. Let's just say that.
God, Fat Thor just immediately. I couldn't. Even at the time when I just liked anything with pretty
that
colors,
was
Fat Thor was too
even
much.
that was like, why did you do this? Even at the time, like, why did you do that?
Morales is Spider-Man.
One of the more obvious is Miles Morales is.
I define everybody that's not Peter Parker as an unoriginal Peter Parker.
This is far better than just simply making Peter Parker a black guy. But Miles is an exception, make no mistake.
So,
yeah.
Do you like Miles Morales then?
No.
Oh, he doesn't like me
They don't
anymore.
care about the effect they're
Yeah, this
having.
is simply just what he thought at the time versus what he thinks now. It's not being a hypocrite. It's just changing your mind.
This isn't the Boogie thing where it's like, I would never, ever say something bad about people.
Yeah, exactly. That's more of a hypocritical statement. Because he's claiming that he would never do such a thing, and then he does the thing. That's more of a hypocritical statement. This is simply just, hey, I think this at this time, and then the other, and then years later, hey, this is what I think. This is what I think about Miles Morales now. It's not a hypocritical statement.
Do you know about the Ways of Three? You know,
Ways of Three.
Well, it's more like when you write an essay. The standard is 3 examples. So like it's making sure that it's a pattern. It's concrete that you know what you're talking about. And so like if you really wanted to make sure like on this, you need to give like 2 more examples. Because then you would have a pattern. Because the reason why Boogie's pattern of like I would never say something bad about people because he always does the same pattern of it's a pattern of behavior where he'll say something bad, apologize, something bad, apologize, and he keeps doing it. So that's why that's a hypocritical statement. But
Yeah.
with this, it's like you got one example, okay, and you barely scrape by with it.
Yeah, and I've already proven why that's not really a hypocritical statement.
True.
Don't misunderstand me. These channels are still right-wing, even far right at that. They
Alex
still
Jones twice.
Oh my god, I gotta watch that.
Why do you think they? Okay, motherfucker. When I was watching the videos before they had Alex Jones on, and they announced that they were getting Alex Jones on, they had such bubbling excitement. Why? Because Alex Jones is fucking hilarious.
He's a meme factory. Like
he's hilarious.
Bro,
It's like they'll still listen
try
to
to
him. They'll still have-
convince me. Try to convince me they wouldn't have Hillary Clinton on. All right.
Oh, absolutely. It's like they would have anybody on, but here's the thing. Those kind of people don't have the guts to go online and have like people without prompters or like speech writers.
Alex
They would
Jones
die.
is willing to say that job is shit that just fell into his.
Oh, you
Like,
kidding?
do you think they wouldn't have a cordial conversation with him because he's a guest on their show? Of course, they're going to have a nice conversation with him. But when you look at the videos before that, they were so excited to have him on because he's Alex Jones. He says the wildest shit.
Yep, that's true. Alex Jones twice. Oh no, not twice. Like
Alex Jones even admits it's like, I'm a bit of a retard. It's like, oh, all right.
Yep, true.
even far right at that. They still believe that Trump should be president. They still hate progressive politics. They still hate seeing people from any minority play a significant role in their media.
Oh, Gavin, founder of Terror, White Nationalist Gang, the Proud Boys.
These people are inherently political, despite their appearance of being apolitical fans who just want politics to stay out of their media. However, their content is still disingenuous. They do this almost purely to make money. They don't care about the
Stupid.
They don't care about the what?
I'm sorry. Let me go back. I just find it funny whenever I see Nerdrotic thumbnails.
However, their content is still disingenuous. They do this almost purely to make money. They don't care about the fandoms they claim to be a part of.
I wonder what
They don't care about the fandoms? Bullshit.
So when they have these outrageous reactions,
know they had
it's
Proud
just
Boys
for
guy
money. So what about the people who don't make the money but still do it?
Go ahead, Master Picus. Were you gonna say something?
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know they had the Proud Boys thing on there. I don't do guilt by association, but that's fucking wild.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah. That, of course, that's Geeks and Gamers, and I don't. Yeah.
I'm curious how that went.
It might be Friday Night Tights.
I don't like Geeks and Gamers content, but
No, I don't either. But like, I actually I think it probably on Friday Night Tights. But like, yeah, Friday Night Tights is run by Nerdrotic, but I don't watch those. Nah. But then again, Mahler's been on there too, and I'm like, well. This is why you don't judge the book by their cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll take anybody, but I'm not familiar enough with that
If
show.
they're famous, yeah. Like, like they're not going to pick a bum up the street. You're on Friday Night Tights. What? It's what's that? Some old lady.
Wait, have they ever had YMS on?
EFAP, yes, but
or
not on
anybody like that.
EFAP has had YMS.
They also, who else did they have on EFAP? I forgot. It was like let's just say they've had a whole bunch of film people on, or pop culture, or anything like that. I'm like, sure.
The media they claim to love. They don't actually want anything to change, because if Hollywood stopped being so-called woke, then these channels would lose their source of income.
They don't want things to change. Okay.
Well, yes, they do. And here's the thing: if they change, then their channels will be more positive, because they can be positive.
Because I hear nothing but excitement from these guys when they react to stupid people who are driven by leftist politics. It's like, oh yeah, nothing but excitement. Yeah, because they don't want things to change, right? You fucking dishonest prick.
It's like, well, so if these channels didn't exist, does that mean your channels don't exist? Or are you just doing it from a fandom point of view, that the fans leave the fandom alone, they won't exist? It's like, yeah, but they're the ones that built it up in the first place, and now you want them to disappear, like, just because they disagree with you.
And relevance. As fans, they rarely ever talk about the things that they actually enjoy, and on the off chance that they do, it's often to bring
Which is not true, by the way. There's Happy Hour on Drinker's channel. EFAP covers a lot of things that are positive. Die Hard, The Thing, Everything All at Once. Like,
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
yeah, that thing.
They had a House of the Dragon, like, repeat watch thing.
Arcane.
Arcane Season 1. And when things are good, they point it out. But things aren't as good as they used to be.
Godzilla -1.
Yeah. And then Nerdrotic found anime. Like he watched he watched a live action version of the of One Piece, and he liked it a lot.
Are we gonna talk about his Akira Toriyama tribute? Nerdrotic?
Oh, dude, that was freaking great, dude. That's one of the best ones. It always makes me cry whenever I revisit it. That's right. I'm a mushy guy. Okay.
I'm a mushy.
They covered Andor. That's true. They loved it. Yeah. And not like everyone else who's like, Star Wars, they should be showing bolts. And I'm like, okay.
bring down something they hate. These people have no integrity, there's no consistency to their ideology or their content, and there doesn't need to be, because it's a mind virus intent on corrupting the brains of the people.
They always
Mind
make
virus?
things.
Mind
There's
virus?
no consistency to their content. Just contradicted himself in the lie he's telling.
It's
This
true.
man is unironically calling them a mind virus?
Yeah, it's like, you cannot control your cells, you will watch it because you are like, dude, I don't click on any videos I don't want to watch.
You have the right mind virus. The fuck are you talking about?
Well, I must have the beta strain. I mean... Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Like, yeah, you're right, no consistency. Well, yes, they do. You pointed it out in their thumbnails, but you didn't watch their content. You got clips. I know. It sounds like you went to a subreddit and got a whole bunch of clips. That's what it sounds like.
Anti-fandoms are detrimental not just to the media and fandoms that we love, but also...
No consistency. There's a bit consistency here. I don't know. Also, I love, like, Tolkien Expert is the freaking Norman Osborn with the pink hair and blue rings.
This is all Rings of Power. They just covered Rings of Power 6 times because there's 6 episodes or more. That seems kind of consistent.
Well, yeah.
It's really fucking funny because I know I said I don't like Nerdrotic's thumbnails, but at the same time, I do get enjoyment from them because they're not that harmful. They're just they know what they're doing in terms of They know what they're doing in terms of they're making it as ridiculous as possible because, you know, it's funny. It's a funny thumbnail.
But when Chud Logic covered one of Nerdrotic's videos, he starts scrolling through and he's like, why is every woman super buff? This dude absolutely has a fetish.
Chud Logic is great. I like him.
Yeah.
To the outside world and the rhetoric and ideologies they spread.
Oh,
listen, you don't need to like the...
Yeah?
Apparently Vic wants to join.
Vic?
Yeah, Vic.
Okay, hold on. As in the other frog friend?
Yeah, the other frog
All
friend.
right. Well, we're almost there, so why not? Hold on. Let me drag him in. Here we go. All right. Welcome. I will get you a All right. Hello?
Hello.
Here's a watch together, and we're almost done.
Vic, I'm not even joking when actual fandom legit called these people like Nerdrotic, Mauler, all that as a mind virus. I'm not even fucking
He
kidding.
called him a mind virus?
No, he called their content. Their content, like mind virus.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
called their
that's fucking-
content a
that-
mind virus.
Oh, that's amazing.
Dude, he complains that like they're part of the alt-right pipeline.
Alt-right pipeline.
We thank you, Vic, for being here because we needed that.
Alt-right pipeline. I come back. I come back from watching a movie and then come back to this. Fucking is amazing.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
You can see what's on the screen, including Nerdrotic thumbnails. The Tolkien expert.
Yeah. Yeah, organize Nerdrotics. Very questionable thumbnails.
Dude, I do love the Tolkien expert. It's Norman Osborn with pink hair. Blues.
Yeah, I'm something of a Tolkien expert myself.
They spread. And listen, you don't need to like The Last Jedi. You don't need to love every new MCU movie. You can still think that there are examples of disingenuous diversity from companies aiming to take advantage of political movements that often result
It's
in valid-
funny that you
and
say
Nina
that.
Sarkeesian?
Oh, hey, look! It's our
funny.
old friend.
It's funny that you say you don't have to agree with you know what these politics are doing. You don't have to agree with that. It's really funny he says that when Master Ficus has the Death Star plans, and we'll get to that soon.
I may have to go to the bathroom, but you guys can continue. For goodness sakes, let's just get this over with.
Oh god, her
I'll be right
smile
back.
is demonic.
Well, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Woo.
All right.
I'm hitting play. I ain't waiting.
Progressivism and tokenization.
Are you
These
sure,
things are
Ficus?
fine. We can discuss this respectfully as fans. However, that's not what these channels spew. The anti-fandom is hateful. They feed.
Oh my god, they did have Alex Jones on.
Yeah. I said
wonder-
that. I said that.
I wonder if he talked about the vampires and the shape-shifting demons.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
you got
surprised.
you gotta remember they were really excited to have Alex Jones on because it's fucking Alex Jones. I would be excited to have him on because
Yeah, it's Alex Jones. He's a powerhouse of personality.
Did you guys see that Count Dankula interview he had?
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, the one where he has like a Count Dankula and an arm lock.
Yeah, where he chokes him out. And where Count Dankula asks him on his opinion on traps.
Alex was just like, that was a mistake.
feed on outrage, and they're dangerous.
They're dangerous.
The music is so
Hold on. They
dramatic.
feed on outrage. By the way, look how outraged we are that all these Nazis are mind viruses and taking things over.
Yeah. Also the music. The music is so over dramatic.
What happened to
Why?
the screen? What happened to the screen? Why is it black?
No,
because-
it cut the black.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh no, the screen's doing black.
Oh wait. Yeah, I felt like really afraid. I'm like, they're gonna call me alt-right.
No.
Nah. Yeah, there's a lot of contradictions. So
These fans are actually political predators. Is that his actual video?
yes, this is actual video
Yeah.
title, and you wonder why people
Yeah.
come to his channel and go like, "Hey, I don't like that you did that."
You called them political predators. You could have just said they were fishing for clicks or something. You called them political predators.
I know it's such a
Yeah,
like
but it's the
insidious
other
thing to
people that
say.
feed off outrage.
It's such an insidious thing to say. To put as your title.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can easily kind of like put Nerdrotic under the fishing for clicks. The guy has like some of the most clickbaity titles possible. It's like it's impressive. It's impressive how well designed his like thumbnails are to like click because you're like, oh my god, that
He doesn't
art
even
is
make them.
insane.
He doesn't even make
He doesn't
them.
even make them, but the art for them is like impressive.
Well, it gets checked over by by Gary, and he's like, "Yeah, it's fine."
Yeah, this is fine.
Still.
All right.
Anyways.
Let's continue.
Yep, we're almost there.
So love us or hate us, one thing is certain: we are not backing down.
Has he left the fandom?
Why is he doing the bois? He's doing the fucking bois.
We are not backing
He's
down.
not backing
Dave.
down. Two of the people featured in this video, well, not featured, but two of the people who showed up in the stream clips they showed, one of them got kicked out because after he called Eric July and Uncle Tom and they received backlash and they defended him, saying that it's okay to call black people Uncle Tom, they had to find some other reason to kick him out, and the dude went on somebody else's stream and talked about how terrible it was, and another guy got kicked out for doxing people. So two of them were backing down, I suppose.
Well, and then
find pieces of civilization.
And then actual Fandom, apparently he's back, but like he did leave, and he said he was never coming back, in his own stream. So it's like, okay, like I guess good on you for coming back, I guess, but like you need to come back with a new thing because this ain't working.
I still can't believe he called Eric July and Uncle Tom. That's fucking insane.
He called him a chunky monkey as well.
He did?
Yep.
No fucking shot. He did?
Oh yeah.
Two different people.
That was on
Actual Fandom called him a chunky monkey. He didn't call him an Uncle Tom, but he defended the guy who did call him an Uncle Tom and said that it's okay because his black friends said it so.
Yep. That was on the Stitch and Adam show.
No, that was defending calling him an Uncle Tom. He didn't.
The one
Eric
on
July was called an Uncle Tom on one of their streams.
Yes, correct. But on Stitch and Adam, he called him a chunky monkey. He's like, "Oh crap, can I say that?" And he goes like, and he asked, "Hey, can I call him a chunky monkey?" "Oh, it's fine. All right."
He asks all the black people on his chat. Like, hey, chat, can I call him Uncle Tom?
Yeah, and he says you can't.
Hey,
so
do
he
I have
comes
the
back.
pass?
Huh?
Do I have the pass?
Oh yeah. And it's like,
Counter voice to provide an alternative to the voices that dominate these social media platforms. So
This fucking music, man.
I know. It's like
this has to be parody. The way he's
No.
even doing
Nope.
it is parody. It
because
sounds like parody.
lives are on the line if we don't infiltrate. I mean,
Lives are on the line? Did he
Yeah.
actually say that?
No, I'm being hyperbolic.
Well, he sort of says it because he says
That's
that,
true. They're dangerous.
People watch these guys that
Mhm.
beat people to death with hammers, and that they're exactly like Trump.
Oh my gosh.
we've teamed up, organized Chaos, Actual Fandom, and
Oh,
Turf
no.
Nation to provide a real
Oh god.
Turf Nation. I still can't get over that name.
What is turf? What is
Turf-
it? What is
um,
a turf?
I forget what it
The
actually is
lesbian, right?
called. No.
Lesbian?
Look it up real quick.
No, I'm like 60% sure I'm right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me go to my transfer squad real quick. I'm gonna go to intermission real quick, and I'm gonna look it up.
Looking this up.
Yeah, can someone else do it? I'm kind of tied
I'm
up.
doing it.
I'm tied up. No, who's doing it? Who's doing it? Oh my gosh,
Or
this
not
is.
even the,
I think this is the most action I've ever had in my chat in a long time. Thank you very much.
Here we go.
Shadows.
A TERF is a trans exclusionary radical feminist. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I was wrong.
But
Well-
it's TURF. It's a TURF. So what's
Turf.
the T?
Hold on. Let's go back a little bit.
A TERF is a trans exclusionary radical feminist. Most
Chaos,
TERFs came to
Actual
their
Fandom, and
ideology
Turf Nation.
via second wave
that's it.
feminism.
Isn't
so they're
isn't
feminists that
it's-
don't like trans people.
Isn't J.K. Rowling a turf?
Yes, that's what they call her.
She gets called that, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I remember she's like been like placed under that label a couple of times.
Well, that's because she thinks men are men and women are women. Shocker.
Based. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Okay,
what
I'll
she
do it.
thought at first.
Just
When
kidding.
the entire
But yeah,
internet
it's,
dogpiled her, she kind of changed her
But, like-
opinions, something a little more hardline.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, turf. What is like a turf? Like BU?
It's
Trans
pro women's
inclusionary?
rights that don't like the trans movement.
But that's the TE. That's the TE.
Yeah, his name's spelled wrong. It's fine.
They were dangerous. Yeah. Oh, so what makes me laugh about it is that it's so on the nose. Like, it's like, oh wow. Yeah, I know.
Apparently,
voice to media.
Yeah.
Apparently, the turf is the best description I have. I guess they're the grass nation. I guess because turf is grass or something.
The Grass Nation. Go touch grass.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a fucking hothead.
No.
He knows a Mafuba. Yeah, there you go.
Who's a
Commentary. And we're
Don't worry
looking
about
for
it.
I'm
allies.
uninformed.
We've already partnered with channels like Willis Greedia, Eric's Verse, and we have a team of people.
Eric's Verse?
I think I know who Eric's Verse is.
Action Fandom.
I think I know who Eric's Verse is. They're I think they're a group that really doesn't like Eric July, if I remember correctly.
Oh, absolutely. Like, there's a lot of people who don't like him, but I'm like, okay, I don't care.
What's funny about so the Willis Media guy, so that's the dude who said Uncle Tom, the Organized Chaos podcast, that's hilarious because that's Organized Chaos's second channel where he barely uploads and it's only Fandom Initiative stuff and it barely gets any views. So the fact that they put his second channel instead of his main one is pretty funny to me. Oh no, wait, they put him twice. I didn't see it because the title's covering the top one, but no, they put Organized Chaos twice. His first and second
wonderful.
channel.
Yes.
I guess they
Teams
needed
helping
9
with
for it
research
to
and
look right.
more.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's loud.
I didn't even hear it that loud.
That's
I'm
fucking
fine.
I think it just sounds a little loud on my mic.
Okay, I'm gone. See you later.
We need to fight back.
Oh
to
my
fight
gosh,
back.
that was terrible.
You don't understand.
That was terrible.
What, you didn't like it?
Oh my gosh, it was terrible.
So, Master Ficus, are you ready to reveal to these people what you found?
Oh yeah. Let's read these things.
Wait. He actual Fandom actually tells
wanna
Rags to
pull
kill
up-
himself.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Do you want to put it up on the
Did he?
video because I got it all on there, or do you want to go piece by
So
piece?
what I'm gonna do is I have all the 5 on I have it on here, but I also have it on my desktop. So if you give me a minute, I'm gonna make an image.
All right, so those 5 can get shown.
One
and
at a
then
time,
there's
of course.
also one soundbite and one screenshot that are in the video, but not in the Discord.
So
Is this gonna be in the like watch together or is this?
no, this is gonna just be on. It's in VC text if you scroll up. The first one I'm showing on screen is the one with the flag in it.
Gotcha. So the one above that is just context for why actual fandom thinks he's being insulted. That's
Oh, what? Well,
that's the only reason
really?
that one's there. Yeah.
Why he's being
Wait,
insulted?
why does Organized Chaos
But
think
dang,
that?
Dave is the least. It's that he took that very personally as an insult.
Why does Organized Chaos think that there's a trans allegory for Guardians of the Galaxy?
Hey, spoilers.
Well, guess what? Well, here's the one I'm showing right now. It is in the VC text. It's the one like So, I guess I'll go off and read it first. So, OC, I just saw the vid, and man, you must be fantastic, because this is the biggest
Me,
stretch.
me saying you must be Mr. Fantastic because that is the biggest stretch to a statement I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a single character in the whole team remotely gay or trans in any way. I can see how you see the part about acceptance and society, but the story really revolves around found family and identity. And it's just really poorly worded. So, and not
at all found identity revolves around finding out you're gay. Okay.
really, if you want
Really?
to go with a pride flag, you should make a review of Strange World. One really hits what you're talking about. All right.
I mean, yeah, isn't Strange World's whole thing about like the trans thing or something?
No,
Because there's like a trans
it's
character?
just about like there's a gay accepting family.
I think so, yeah.
So
And then
that's
there's-
okay. So about this statement, about this comment, does that really come off as? How's this come off, to you guys?
It comes off as fair criticism of just like, I don't see how Guardians could at all fit that allegory. It feels like a stretch, a big stretch actually, and yeah, I think this is a fair point.
I actually do agree it's a fair point. It doesn't come off as like harmful either. It's like, hey, if you want to do something here, here's some advice. Like fair criticism.
All right, now Vic, you read Organized Chaos's lines.
Okay, so I generally don't see how it's a big stretch. 1. A major theme of the third movie is about self-acceptance. Number 2, self-acceptance is a good theme for Pride Month.
Okay, but
Okay, back to you, Falcon.
Oh, thank you, Falco. But I'll accept it. Okay, but the theme is self-identity.
Identity.
Yeah. And not all self-identity is being gay. There are people out there who suffer from imposter syndrome, thinking face, and it doesn't always tie back to LGBT. I hope you see how I see it's a stretch. Again, he's being very reasonable. And okay, go ahead. I don't know who this person is, but I think it's a lucky coincidence that it fits so well. It's like, yeah, sure. And then he responds with, well, to me, it doesn't. Uh-oh. But I do see how in most streams, the crew mentions gay acceptance a lot, and that's because meatheads are against it. A lot. So I see what it is.
Okay, I want to read actual fandom. I want to read.
Okay.
All right. You got actual fandom. Dude. I do have to point out this is 7 days later.
Oh boy.
So he had a large time to think about this. All right, go for it.
You sound like a bigot yourself.
So the next one, I have to pull these in one at a time. So you have to give me some pause. So the next one is, here it is. Okay, I'm ready. Oh yeah, it's me next. Sorry. Well, to be serious here, I think representation is important, but I also think you should do it properly. As well, there was no social part of societal part of, I don't know what that is.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, okay. They had a position in their organization. Okay. The major theme is self-identity, and it's not necessarily always related to pride. True.
Oh my god. Look at the actual fandom's response. Jesus Christ, man.
Go for
I'm serious when I say you're a creepy weirdo and you make everyone uncomfortable. The argument you're making is identical to that of the worst chuds online. You're not queer, so you do not decide these things. You are socially retarded and should rethink everything about yourself.
He called him a goon.
Nope, you're not gone to rethink it yet. Bad move, man. Just go. Just sign off and reconsider everything you say. I believe in you. Go. Nobody else ever has built but I believe in you.
Yeah. It's okay. Hold on. It's just like retarded goon. Wow.
He calls him a goon.
He just goes off.
His first response was unhinged. This is like, I don't know, like blast through the door.
That's some low tier god shit. You should yourself now.
Low tier god, yeah. This is like what Boogie like says about like in his threads online. It's like go back to it's like when Boogie says go back to Africa and get AIDS. It's like whoa.
Sign off on yourself now.
Yeah. Canadian healthcare today.
No.
But like anywho, man, we're having too much fun. So anyways, okay. What the hell? Are you also not retarded? This is beyond inappropriate. I'll tell OC. Yeah, he agrees. Actually, so. But anyways, the next one.
Go ahead, Prago.
Hold on. Not yet. I don't have it up yet.
All right.
You think that was painful to watch? This is painful. Oh, this is even bigger. All right.
Well, no, it's bigger.
Okay. Are we all good to go?
Yep.
Good to go.
Go. Remake your entire persona. Go tell him. I've had enough of your creepy bullshit.
Cool. Tell him.
Remake your entire persona now.
It's like I can't wait to get my gun and then have my persona. Yep. Anyways.
What the fuck is Jesus Christ,
go,
man.
And then he says, like, go take a nap, wake up and rethink what you just said. He's still
I blocked you for being Oh, sorry.
I'm just sorry. Like, look how like good faith this guy is being. Like, he's so
he's trying to be as civil as possible.
He really is. He comes off as like, dude, you're part of this community, and you think that the round of people are being so kind and gentle.
Oh my god!
It's like,
Froggo,
no, these people are
Froggo,
unhinged.
read this shit, Froggo. That his response is fucking unhinged.
I blocked you for being a psycho, and you still want to comment on my appearance as if that's normal. You antisocial shit. Go fucking rethink yourself. There's a reason you're alone. You know you are. You're the reason. You can change it. Start now.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Cherry.
And then his response is like, dude, I apologize. I'm not alone. You're acting crazy. You need help. Go lie down.
No, you didn't. I have the receipts, bud. You kept saying you should be allowed to do what you want, and didn't understand why I was setting basic. Oh, it continues from there.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. I need to go back and do another one because it still moves on.
I'm setting basic boundaries. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay, sorry, wrong one. This is the last one, right? Okay.
Yes, this is the last one.
All right. Dude, I apologize. I'm not alone. You're acting crazy. You need to go lie down.
Froggo.
Oh, yeah, I thought we already read this part.
Just do it again.
No, you didn't. I have the receipts, bud. You kept saying you should be allowed to do what you want and didn't understand why I was setting basic boundaries. This motherfucker wants to talk about basic boundaries. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I never said that. Now understand my boundaries and stop harassing me and go home and think about what you just said.
And then organized chaos comes in. He's like,
go ahead.
I think it is important to add that while Dane didn't say the best things here, actually his delivery here is rather rough. If you ignore how he says it and look at what he says, he's pointing out some troubling arguments you have been making, man. I know you're better than that, but here's a recent comment on the Guardians video you should consider. As a trans femme NB with transphobic parents, they watch Blaze almost all the time.
What does it have to do with anything, organized chaos? Who cares?
What does this have to
What-
do with
I
what?
love how he says, look at what he said and understand him. It's like, I've had enough of your creepy bullshit. You antisocial shit. Go fucking rethink yourself. There's a reason you're alone. It's like, what am I supposed to gather from that, organized chaos?
Actual fandom was like a sentence away from just telling the guy to off himself.
Yeah, it's saying nobody has ever believed in you. It's like, what the fuck?
You are the reason. You are the reason you are alone. That is actually a low tier god fucking speech. There, it's a low tier god speech.
That was terrible.
It's like, what the fuck, Dane?
And
What
that's
the
all we need,
fuck?
right?
The context for him commenting on his appearance was a post like several days before that says, this has nothing to do with the chuds, but dang, the actual fandom is the least photogenic person I know. How is everyone staring at the side while actual fandom watches my soul? He just said he took a weird picture.
Yeah, because he does look weird. Like, you look like
Yeah, I think he's fat and he's got weird facial hair. That's way more mean.
Yeah, it's like, I think you're Nerdrotic's basement gremlin. Like, yeah. Oh goodness. So yeah.
So yeah, there's a
that's
the fun one. There's a couple other clips, but I don't have them on the Discord there. One where he threatens to kill somebody, and then another one where he tells Rags to go kill himself.
This reminds me of what was his name? What was his name? He went on a whole meltdown. EFAB covered it.
Boogie?
Oh yeah, Cherry. Yeah. Xanderhall. Yeah.
Xanderhall. Yeah, Xanderhall.
Oh yeah,
This
it was like
reminds me of Xanderhall.
Cherry, please.
It wasn't quite as bad as that.
Oh,
that crash out is legendary.
Oh man.
That
Tipples!
is a fucking amazing crash out.
Tipples!
Someone has to die for this.
Someone
Someone's
has to
gonna
die
for this.
Careful! Stop her heart!
Although, I will say Boogie's fucking crash out is still the best. You know, it's like, I hate being alive. I hate being alive. I hate being alive. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. And then people kept replacing the hate with love. I love being alive. I love being alive. I love being alive.
Dude, one of the things that like really sent me to a laugh riot today was actually like so I was listening to Nicholas D. Oreo about the because Denims is trying to sue Ethan Klein.
She is?
For defamation, I think.
Defamate? What the fuck?
Oh yeah. So and so when he was streaming, Billy Mitchell came by. He was in the chat in Nicholas Dior. If you don't know who Billy Mitchell is, he's the guy who won the defamation lawsuit against that Australian guy. And he's a guy who did the King of Kong. He beat Kong's high score or whatever. And so like he came by and he started making fun of the defamation lawsuit and all this stuff. It was talking about how like I have a new hot sauce coming out. It's called like the dragon, and it has a photo of the dragon eating Australia because I won my lawsuit. It's like, oh my gosh. Anyways, I think I'll stop here. So does anyone have a shout out? Anyone doing something?
Well, my Arcane Act 3 Season 2 reaction is up.
Yay!
It is out there. People can go ahead and watch it.
People, yay!
And I also made a new video last night. Very simple, just me talking about the ending of a film I watched called Juliet and Romeo and why the ending was absolute garbage.
I think that's my favorite rant from Falco yet.
Toxic fan, anti-fan. How dare you not like Shakespeare? So
I mean, I'm pretty sure Shakespeare would have wanted to die if he watched that.
So anyone else? What about you?
I released a rather extensive analysis of the characters in Conclave because I wasn't happy with the movie, and I I felt the movie
Ooh.
wasted a lot, so I posted it on Substack because on the insistence of my family, but I actually quite enjoyed it. So it's there.
I will. You guys can give me links later, and I will definitely put those in the description.
Yeah, I'll put a link to the thing here on VC
It
Text.
will
Let me
probably
find
take a
it.
while for the video to render because even though it's a live stream and it's technically watchable while it's rendering, I can't make it. It's hard to make public when I can't really post it. Master Ficus, you wanna? You are you working on something?
Yeah, I'm working on a big thing.
All right, you want to keep it a secret?
Fallout 4.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh, this should be interesting. This should be interesting.
Yeah, Fallout sucks.
I'm preparing to. I'm getting ready for Fallout Season 2 because I'm gonna be watching that with.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
be
coming
watching that
soon.
with. I'm gonna be watching that with Sunly and Gunner. It's gonna be lots of suffering.
Oh boy.
So
I might even invite Froggo.
The I am still working on my script. I've gotten to the point where I no longer need to write my script because I need to take more notes. I haven't done with all the episode yet, and I won't be able to, thanks to recent circumstances, I won't be able to voice it as easily as I should. But this is a long one. I have like 10 pages, no, not 10, but like 8 pages worth of notes, and I have like 16 or 17 pages worth of script. So it's gonna be a long one. And that's on Buffy, the best of Buffy, called The Body. One of the best episodes of TV ever made. I'm tempted to show that people who want to get interested in Buffy, even though it ruins like an entire character's journey, like with spoilers. Like it's so freaking good, perfect. But anyways, I will say goodbye for now. Thank you so much, you guys, for maybe it was less suffering because of this, and also in chat.
Oh yes, this was very funny.
What is that in the background? Stop it.
I think it's Froggo.
It is Froggo.
I think it's Froggo.
It is.
Yeah, it's Froggo.
Oh, it's fine. We're at the end. He can do whatever he wants. He can flee in the forest. It's fine. He can jump in the ponds.